another rendition of the Investigative Team Show, as we discuss the genre of science fiction at our leisure. We like to call this title, May the Tits Be With You.
Always.
Always. I will be with you always.
Tits penetrates us.
That was great. You said
Binds the universe together. Surrounds us.
I was going to use that tonight. I said I was definitely going to use that tonight. I was like, oh, that's dope. I got to use that in the fucking
Welcome!
game. Welcome, my children! My very 1, 2, 3 visitors!
Yeah, today a very special May the 4th be with you episode of Star Wars. Since we always talk about Star Wars anyway, we may as well dedicate yet another show
I felt
to the topic of Star Wars.
I felt
But
it
we'll
was
never get
appropriate.
tired.
It was appropriate.
We'll never get tired of talking about it, so
Yeah, it
Star
was.
Wars is huge for us, so
I said, hey, it's going to fall on a Saturday night.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I mean, you got to get one in the bag at least, right? We don't have to do all these, you know, at least you did one for the 4th.
Yeah.
But tomorrow's Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the 5th
Revenge of the 5th.
is the Sith.
Revenge of the 5th.
Yeah, that's what they
Cinco
call
de
it.
Mayo.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
You know what I was thinking earlier? Jump off topic immediately. The 4K Blu-ray set, anniversary set of Close Encounters is out. I need to get my hands on that. We should really need to talk about that movie at some point in the future.
We could do a Spielberg.
One of my top 20 movies of all time.
We could do a Spielberg episode.
We could.
I would definitely. I hear crickets. That's our audience.
That's in the game. Yeah. In fact, so we're not distracted by it.
I like the crickets.
I'm gonna turn the volume down.
It would be good when we take a pause and to be like, "Hey, did those guys fall asleep? Are they still?"
I'm still getting used to this remote. There's the mute. Mute. Yeah, so we're muted. You guys, unfortunately, have to deal with the in-game sounds, but that's the price to pay to using this game to make this type of marquee for the show, title card, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
So yeah, I think we should start by mentioning the passing of Peter Mayhew.
Yeah, of course. Sad.
Definitely sad.
You know, he was falling apart though, wasn't he?
He wasn't doing well when they were filming Force Awakens, but he did.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that he got one last shot to do some really good scenes with Harrison.
Right.
They got a chance to, a chance that Hamill did not get. Hamill got one scene with Carrie, luckily, before it was over.
Yeah, but
That's all he got was one scene.
One scene, but he was seen with Chewie.
Yeah.
When Chewie knocks the window door down.
He had a scene with Chewie, and he had a scene with R2 and with
3PO. 3PO and him had a moment. They exchanged when he walked back.
Oh yeah, when he came to see Leia.
3PO. So yeah, I mean the
Peter.
overall thing of it, is
it was real sad. I was bummed out that day when I heard. And one of the sad things is I think I mentioned this to you earlier on the drive here, is that he's not going to get a chance to see the end of the story.
Yeah.
Even though he's not in the film,
right.
But his character is there.
Yeah.
For sure. And it's sad he's not going to see the end of the story, but thoughts go out to the family and the fans.
Yeah, of course.
Peter Mayhew was like one of the nicest guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's
well loved and respected by those.
He lived off that fame for the rest of it.
He only did like 2 or 3 other films and like 2 or 3 like TV little things.
Yeah.
The Star Wars was his thing. That's what Chewie.
The original Chewbacca. They're all.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I don't know. Ask J.J. Abrams who he's going to kill off on camera.
Well,
it's going to be Billy D.
I'm so glad he got Billy D in this one.
Yeah, what would we do without at least something? You know, I mean, we'll have Chewie and R2 and 3PO, but and they're going to be using some unused footage of Carrie Fisher, so she's in the film, but I don't know how much of that is just going to be a nod or a homage, or it's secondary, thing that's just, there to use it. I don't know. It's a shame. Because I wonder how it would have played out had she been able to appear in this film. But anyways, we got a whole list of topics to talk about. I have a long list of top 10s, best and worst, that we're going to go through, and we hope that the audience participates. And, some other stuff, like you would talk about earlier, news, speculation.
We got news. We'll talk about the teaser trailer. At the end of this movie, the new one, Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, I like that title. I don't have a problem with it.
Sounds okay to me.
They mentioned Jedi twice in movies, and movies Sith is mentioned, so what's a Skywalker, what's a Sith, what's a Jedi? People are going to ask that question, and then you got to explain it all to them, so it's fine. At the end of the movie, they're going to say for Peter, so that's going to be cool, Yeah,
like they did for Carrie.
Exactly. So it's going to be dope.
So Kenny Baker's gone.
Kenny Baker's gone too, yeah.
Christopher Lee.
Why didn't they get Wedge? What happened with Wedge? Why didn't he come back? Why was he so cunty?
Oh yeah, they didn't get Wedge. I didn't even think of that. Wedge Antilles should have been.
Right. There's some kind of animosity going on. I heard some rumor like that, or lightly. I don't know the whole scoop, but
that's what's his name?
He got like miffed somehow or some shit. Yeah. So there's some kind of relation.
What's his face?
Obi-Wan.
What the fuck?
Ian McGregor.
Ian McGregor. Ian McGregor. Ian McGregor's played Obi-Wan.
I'll be scoot.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I'll be a scoot. And have a good beer.
He's Obi-Wan.
Give me a lager.
He's a wizard.
Yeah, we cunt. So, I don't know. I love the trailer, man. It's dope.
Trailer's pretty cool.
Oh, the music's great,
Trailers are always good.
I know. They do such a good job. But the visuals look great. I love Rey's running, and that's Kylo coming ready to fuck with her.
Is it Kylo, though?
I don't know. Yeah,
it looks a dream?
I don't know. Good point. I don't know. I'm assuming it's Kylo.
The lightsaber is fixed.
The lightsaber's fixed, and she's got her gun still. Notice she has her gun still.
Has the gun. Well, Han gave that to her, so it's got sentimental value as well.
But remember, Luke had his lightsaber and his gun in Empire, and I always thought that was dope. I was like, oh, he's got the same gun.
Well, for Han, she wouldn't be piloting the Millennium Falcon. Or, I don't know, she was piloting the Millennium Falcon, but I don't know. We're seeing Lando in this, so I guess it's Lando's ship again.
Well, Chewie.
It should be. It should. It's Chewie's ship.
It's Chewie's ship.
It's Chewie's ship.
But I think
you need to.
I think Chewie has given it to Rey, or let Rey become the captain. She's definitely let Rey become the captain.
Nah, man. Lando's in this film. We see him in the Falcon.
I know. Well, I think he's laughing because he's like, I can't believe I'm in this thing again.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah.
It was great.
The jetpack troopers in the desert, pretty badass.
Now. Yeah, I don't know. Are they on speeders or are they jetpacks?
Jetpacks.
How do you know?
Because the fire's coming off of jetpacks on their back.
You saw it?
I fucking paused that shit frame by frame.
It is jetpacks.
It's several
That's
times.
fat.
Yep. There's a lot of cool shit to see in there.
Yeah. I love the music is great.
The music. Oh, here's the thing. I don't know how many people are talking about this, but I've talked about this with you. At the very end, we have Kylo. You hear Kylo's theme right as the Star Wars logo comes up. You hear the Emperor laugh, then the Star Wars logo comes up, and we hear Kylo's theme, which, as we all know, is a dark theme. It's in a minor key, but on the final chord, right when Rise of Skywalker appears in the middle of the marquee, we hear it end in major chord. And John Williams does not do shit unintentionally.
Yeah.
So that's got to mean something.
Right.
It's got to mean something. We see Kylo's redemption.
Yeah.
Or is he, I don't know. I kind of won't mind either way. Maybe he doesn't get redeemed and gets killed, or survives to fight another day, so they could tell the story.
I really don't give a shit how it plays out.
Something else.
That's why I'm not going to read up on any of it. I have always.
Well, a lot of the leaks and stuff like that are always fucking wrong anyway. People speculate.
I don't care either way. I'm going to be surprised anyway. I'm going to be like, oh shit. and I'll be like, either I'll see that coming or I have no idea it was coming. You know what I mean? Like,
well, Palpatine's back in some way or form. Now, is he back as
the old Palpatine or
an evil Force ghost, which
right
up until now is something that I don't think really can exist in the Star Wars universe.
Right.
Or are we going to see, I think maybe like a Sith holocron? Because you see in the trailer they go to see the Death Star, which looks like it's probably the Death Star on Endor.
Is it Endor? I don't remember Endor having cliffs like that and.
Well, it's a big fucking crater. The fucking thing crashed in the planet, created a crater.
It did?
If something the size of a moon crashed into your
isn't
planet,
all Endor
it would make...
Hold it, there's the planet Endor and there's the moon of Endor. Isn't it?
Endor is a forest moon.
Yeah, Endor is a forest moon.
The moon. It's one of the moons.
Right, and people keep saying this.
In Star Trek, it would be an M-class.
Isn't there a bigger planet, though?
Yeah, there's a planet there, too.
What's the name of that planet?
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought people started saying...
I'm sure...
I thought they were calling that Endor.
I'm sure there are people that know the names of every single planet.
But don't they say the forest moon of Endor? Don't they say
it's the forest moon
of Endor?
Yeah.
That's what they say. It's on the forest moon of Endor. I think they say that in Jedi.
I think the moon is called Endor. That's called Endor.
Is it Endor?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. Anyway... When I first saw the trailer, I thought it looked like a fucking mountain. So, and then people were saying, "Oh, that's the Death Star." And I was
that's
like,
the Death Star.
Well, then I looked closely and I saw, oh shit, it broke. But you know, in the movie though, the thing gets blown to a billion bits. So,
a whole big fucking chunk of it just.
Well, not the ending they made. It was just like boom, the whole thing's fucking splinters. So I don't know. Whatever. I'm hooked. I don't give a shit. They say it could. The Emperor could be the clone. It could be another clone.
But I would be satisfied if it was just a holo recording or a Sith holocron. They haven't introduced holocrons into the movies.
Isn't there a thing?
So maybe they won't do that. Like wait till the last movie to introduce the concept of a holocron. But if they do, that would be fine. A cool Sith holocron. They might not even have to explain it. They just pick it up, and most people, it's a holo recording.
Right.
Not knowing that a holocron is not just a holo recording. You're actually there's the person's, on some level.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're communicating with them. The concept of holocrons really should have been in the movies throughout. That would have been badass, man.
They needed that.
That would have been really fucking cool. Yeah. But
they'll bring it in.
We'll most likely have it with the Knights of the Old Republic film if they do that.
That's going to be great. But going back to the trailer, it's just I don't care how the Emperor's come back. There's also the Emperor has those. He has those floating androids that have all the AI of the Emperor in them, Sentinels or something like that.
Yeah.
They're dressed in red, and a holographic face comes on the screen of the Emperor.
That could be it too. I mean,
or how
they got Ian in. They got Ian in the cast, so he did something. But it could just be like you said. It could just be holo recordings or something like that.
And the dark magic of
a flashback, perhaps.
Or the dark magic of coming back from the dead.
Something. They could explain it with something.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people are talking about Snoke's ring and the crystal that's on it as part of something that was used in Legends and Clone Wars and
interesting
Rebels rather.
Right.
But it's going to be hard to do all that stuff to pack in. All the stuff that they have to close out at the end of this film without a whole lot of exposition.
Yeah.
And Star Wars isn't really about heavy exposition, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get their points out, and let the story tell itself. So it's going to be tough to introduce that kind of stuff unless you make it a fucking 6-hour film. I wouldn't be surprised if it was almost 3 hours. Fucking Last Jedi was 2 hours and 40-something minutes?
And this Avengers movie that I saw.
Oh, you went to go see it?
Yeah.
You actually went to go see it?
Will, my good friend Will is in...
all the shit that we talk about the fucking comic book movies.
He's a big Marvel guy, and I bullshit with him all the time about Star Wars and everything, and then And I was like, and I did like, you know,
I
I
heard
like
it was good.
I like the Captain America movie.
The first one was good.
Yeah.
The first half of the first one. Was
Thor.
good.
The Thor movies are good. The Galaxy movies are okay. They're kind of corny.
First one was fun.
The guy who plays Thor is a great actor. He plays the Thor as like he was meant for the role, and he's really funny in this one. I mean, I would go see it with you again, just for shits and giggles. The audience was fucking packed.
Yeah, but I'd have
packed,
to catch
man.
up on so many films to do it.
Yeah.
I have to watch at least two
but,
of the other films.
you know, they're kind of corny. They're heavy on the cornball. But, you know, people just love this shit. This is so
the comedy
huge.
and pacing they tried to imitate in The Last Jedi, and I think it failed.
Failed, yeah. No,
it doesn't belong in a Star Wars movie.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree so much on that, even though I like The Last Jedi a lot.
It doesn't belong.
But it was entertaining. I knew it was going to be entertaining, and it's cool to go see a movie with all these other people who love this lore.
Right.
And you feel
they're enjoying it.
Right, and you feel the energy, and it's an interesting
something
cool movie.
that might get past you that's important. You'll know just from the reaction of the people around.
They'll know more. They'll spot the Easter eggs more.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that's connected to something that I'm just not aware of.
But
it's important and executed well, or executed poorly, depending on the reaction of the people around you.
I would say, see the last event.
Xander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oh, that's gotta get turned down. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, see, he's internationally known.
I gotta turn that down.
He's actually intergalaxy known.
Volume's gotta go down. Turn the ringtone down.
Media's got to go down.
Now media stays up.
Jesus, these people are getting bored.
Those shoes look like they're ready to give blowjobs.
The mouths,
right.
yeah.
I gotta ignore my phone now.
Mouths.
So like blowjob shoes.
So yeah. So buttons.
So buttons.
So buttons.
all your buttons.
So your ass. But I don't care what it is. I don't care how he comes back. I don't give a shit. I'm excited.
Like I said, I'd be happy with a hollow recording.
Here's another thing I noticed.
Coming in to just deliver some lines just for him to be part of it.
Yeah. I don't give a shit.
Oh.
Dude, I'm psyched. It's gonna be good. Abrams could not fuck this up.
Yeah.
Abrams had all the ball of wax on the line for this one.
Pretty much what's been consistently greatest about all the Star Wars movies, well, not all of them because he wasn't in the last two, but was the fucking Emperor, was Palpatine.
He plays a good
Ian
villain.
McDiarmid is like the best part of Star Wars.
Yeah, he plays
the fucking Emperor. What would Star Wars be without him portraying the Emperor? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like fucking fantastic.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he plays a great baddie, great villain. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's but you know what I noticed too in the teaser? When Landau is piloting, if you look, the old circular sensor dish is back.
Yeah, they had to replace it again.
Yeah. But they got the old.
They got the right part.
Yeah, they got the right part. So it was like nice.
Yeah, the square one was probably just slapped on. You know what I mean?
Right. So they went
square
back
one
and
was slapped.
got
The rectangular one was slapped
dope.
on. Now they got the proper part on there.
And I love the part too when with the jetpack troopers. I hope they have cool outfits. The stormtroopers.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
I can't wait to see that. But they're chasing, Poe and Finn and 3PO's like hanging on to like the staff there.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like it reminds me of like the old school gangs back on an adventure.
It looks cool.
And you see the green laser bolts go by, whizzing by, and you're like, oh, this looks dope. It almost looks like Jedi, because they're in the desert kind of thing. And I was like, this looks awesome, man. And the music's great because it's nothing familiar we know of Star Wars.
John Williams is so good.
You know what I mean? It's not the classic. I don't know. Are they using the music from the new saga? Is it, or are they using some?
It's a melody that he's used many times. But he's just rearranging it.
Yeah, he's rearranging it, yeah.
He does that. He rearranges it.
Yeah. It's the Han and Leia fucking song that everybody loves. That's huge now. From Empire. And they used it in The Force Awakens, too. They used that melody.
Yeah. Those things are constantly repeated.
But it's dope. And I love fucking Mark Hamill with the voiceover, man. You got fucking Luke. narrating. You know he's coming back as a Force ghost. So it's like...
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
He better come back.
Or are they bringing him back from the dead?
I heard Yoda's coming back too. Oh, they're bringing... Oh, bringing Luke back from the dead?
Maybe.
The dark arts?
Maybe. Or
Ooh.
time travel.
Time
hasn't
travel?
been done in Star Wars on film. It has been done in Star Wars, just not in film.
Not in film.
It's been done in Rebels.
Wow, I never thought of that.
They
Luke
did it in Rebels.
Bringing Luke back?
Could. I don't know if I would take that route. I mean, the damage is already done.
Yeah.
Force Ghost. You know? Or even just his voice. You know, like... You know,
He
like,
better be in the fucking movie, that's all I
you know,
care,
like,
man.
you hear Alec Guinness's voice after he passed away.
Yeah.
Because we didn't see his Force Ghost until Empire Strikes Back.
He better
But
be...
we still heard him.
He better be in
know?
that. He better be in that fucking movie, man.
You know, maybe Rey gets some kind of auto. You know, could just be one fucking line. Who knows?
Yeah. No, I know.
Is he back in a major way? Is the Emperor back in a major way? Is it just a plot device to flow the story through and just get some answers to some questions along the way?
Right.
And here's the thing: do we want answers to those questions? I've been fine without them all this time.
Yeah, me too.
When we get them, they might not be what we like, you know. So
I think there's going to be some
fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some.
It's going to look cool. It's fucking Star Wars.
There's going to be some total fan service.
There's going to be some badass ships. There's going to be
Yeah.
some badass costumes, badass stormtroopers, sound design. Every single
Everything.
Star Wars movie, the best sound design
Ever.
in film, hands down over anything
Ever.
else.
Ever.
And there's been some fucking great movies out there,
Yeah.
great sound design,
Yeah.
but Star Wars takes it to another level every
Fucking
time.
Skywalker ranches,
Every
man.
time.
Lucas knew what to do.
You
Man.
can watch the original movie and it's still impressive, those sounds.
Yeah. Lucas is a genius. I don't give a shit that he sold it. I don't care. It's his baby.
Yeah.
He's loaded. You're never going to say who created Star
I
Wars.
just wish
George
that it
Lucas.
was handled differently. Here's my biggest problem with new Star Wars. My biggest problem with new Star Wars is that they literally started making the films without a plan. So they should have basically had a plan of,
Right.
here's where the story, it has a start, has a middle, has an end.
Right.
This is where it goes. These are where the individual
Right.
story arcs go. Here's how the story goes.
They did
No,
it. They
it's
made
like,
it up as they
JJ,
went
make
along.
a movie.
Yeah.
Ryan, continue where he left off. And the third director will continue where they left off.
Right.
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Whether you like the films or not,
Yeah.
you have to agree, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
You have 6 movies that you have to answer to before you that were well thought out in advance.
Right.
Lucas knew exactly where the story started
Right.
and
Right.
finished for both of those trilogies.
Right.
You know, whether you like
Right.
stuff or not, or agree with it or not, would have liked to see the story go in a different direction or not, doesn't matter. They were planned out. He knew where the whole thing was going before he started working on the first fucking script.
Right.
You know, before he fucking started on the first screenplay and before fucking the first, the first fucking, what is it called? Placard? What is it? The clip.
Right.
Before the first scene was shot. You know? So
Take
that
one
was a
scene.
terrible idea. You know?
The clapper.
The clapper.
Did you say the crapper? No, the clapper. I got the clapper. You
The
got
crapper.
the clapper.
Crap on.
Clap on.
Crap off.
Crap on. The crapper. The crazy. So how you all doing out there, huh?
Bitches.
You know,
I'm not going to read it. I just want to see it. Because
Yeah.
I like the way people do their shit. I didn't do mine on paper, but I like how you have
bullet points.
little things like...
Yeah.
Yeah, this is freeform thinking right here.
Yeah.
Mine was more methodical.
Yeah.
It's a long list.
Yeah. No, that's good.
We should probably start with something. You want to start with your first? Do we want?
Oh no, I have some other bullet points.
You want to talk about some other stuff before we get to our
Yeah,
lists?
yeah.
Where we can
Let's-
just jack off to our lists.
Yeah. Where was R2 also in the teaser? I didn't see R2.
Yeah, we saw BB-8 in this other little thing.
Right, new one's coming out.
This other little baby droid.
Where's R2?
Yeah, I didn't see R2 in it. But of course R2's in it.
Yeah,
Of course he's in it.
of course. They brought him out for celebration, so.
Yeah. Anthony Daniels and, well, not Kenny Baker, because Kenny Baker passed away before the movies were made, but, you know, 3PO and R2 have been in every single movie.
Yeah. Well, they're the thread.
Yeah. Force Awakens, unfortunately, we got almost nothing of them.
Yeah.
At all.
I don't think we
didn't get any R2 until the very, very end.
Yeah. It's ass. And you didn't get a lot of 3PO in The Last Jedi either.
Nope.
Or R2. And they cut this great scene out that I want to post on my...
And that's another thing that's, you know, even, well, now, in the prequels, there was some mishandling of 3PO and some annoying shit with 3PO.
Yeah.
But there was some really great stuff with 3PO as well. And R2 was always great. You know, I actually like that about the prequels, is we see R2's first job.
Yeah.
So he comes from Naboo.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of Amidala's, you know,
personal droids.
R2
units.
Droids. You know, goes out and saves them, saves the
that
day.
R2 unit.
Yeah. So that was very cool that we find out his.
Come on, Red, let's go.
Without it being like some crazy big deal. It just happened. Oh, look, shit. It's R2. You know, and then he's with them throughout. Becomes their reliable little R2.
Hey, Uncle Owen, this one's got a bad motivator. Hey, what are you trying to sell me here, huh? What about that blue one? How about this other R2 unit? Yeah, what about that blue one? All right. All right, let's go. I love all that. They get introduced and shit. I love that. The whole... That's how it starts, man. Fucking the connection. It's fucking...
So any other news? What else you got in the news department?
Not news, just topics.
Okay.
What would you rate the trilogies now? The sagas, the 3 trilogies.
What do you mean? As far as best
Like-
to worst?
Like for me, like nothing's ever going to beat the original trilogy. And
Empire Strikes Back. Even if the other two movies
I'm just
were
saying-
total garbage. Let's say Star Wars and Jedi were total garbage.
Yeah.
The fact that Empire is what it is automatically wins.
Wins overall.
Right.
Yeah.
But
No, it's a
that's
top
not the case.
No.
Star Wars and Jedi are great films.
I'm just saying, like out of the three trilogies, though, I would rank the original, then the sequels, and then the prequels.
I'm gonna reserve judgment until after I see this film.
Oh.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
You hate the
don't
prequels, though.
I don't. I dislike the prequels, but there are elements of them I like, of course. You know, and there are elements of the new movies that I like as well.
Right. I don't know. I just like.
But those elements are things that I like about those Star Wars movies across the board. Again, sound design, you know, ship design, aesthetics.
The Revenge of the Sith is
fucking lightsabers.
Revenge of the Sith is the
know?
best of the prequels.
Millennium Falcon,
I think.
Star Destroyers. Yeah. You know, like this is something I like across all the films.
How would you rate the?
You want me to rate all the Star Wars movies from best to worst?
Yeah, I have my list. Yeah.
What am I going from best to worst?
Yeah, best to worst.
Empire.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
You mean A New Hope?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was.
Well,
Star
we knew
Wars
it was Star Wars
it was
before
New
they
Hope,
changed
right.
the name.
So Empire, Star Wars, New Hope, Jedi.
Mm-hmm. You got to include like.
I know. I'm thinking.
Solo and Rogue One.
I'm thinking. I think it's going to be Rogue One next.
Mm-hmm.
After that.
Yeah.
Then Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm.
Prequels 2. No. Prequels 2, 3, 1. No. I might. Yeah, 2, 3, 1. What do I have left? Solo and the new ones, right?
Solo and the Last
then
Jedi.
Force Awakens.
Now you said that Force Awakens was after.
Oh yeah, no. Force Awakens is right there with the right above the yeah. So Rogue One, then Force Awakens, then the prequels 2, 3, 1, then
you like Attack of the Clones.
Solo,
and then the Last Jedi,
and then the Last Jedi.
And then that's going to change when
Solo and the Last Jedi are at rock bottom, but I like Solo better than Last Jedi, and I did not like Solo. Again, things about it I liked. You know, I like the costume
And
design.
then where's episode 9 going to
character designs? You know, Emphas Nest was cool. She's not on my list of best character designs, but she's an honorable mention. So when we get there later, you know why I haven't mentioned her. But very cool character design.
Right.
There's some honorable mentions from Solo in some of my lists that I didn't even put down that I'm just going to throw out there as we go. Because there are things about Solo that are pretty cool. It's just, it's not a good movie. It's not a great story.
Yeah.
I'm not really happy with all the actors. Some of the actors I'm really happy with, but
it's too dark.
Yeah. And yeah. And not dark in the dark like a Batman, dark and brooding.
Nefarious
No,
way.
it's dark because the cinematography is awful. The lighting, are you fucking kidding me? Everything's in the dark.
It's not.
You can't see anything.
It's not a dungeon.
It's an ugly movie. It's an ugly film. You know, Last Jedi is a much more attractive film, but it's
has some bad points.
It's everything about it that I dislike outweighs all the stuff that I might dislike going back up that list tenfold.
Yeah, I
you know. But are there things in Last Jedi that I like? Of course. Of course. You know? Thought Hamill looked cool as hell fighting Kylo. You know, cut the hair, trim the beard, put a little Just for Men in. He put some Just for Men in his beard. You know, he took some of the gray out.
You know why?
He was badass.
You know why?
Holding a lightsaber like that?
Yeah, you know why it sells for me?
Great.
Because it wasn't fan service. People wanted fan service from that, and I understand.
I wasn't expecting fan service. I just want a good movie. Surprise me.
Yeah.
Just give me a good movie. I just didn't think it was a good movie. You know?
You didn't like the story.
I didn't like the story. I didn't like the pacing. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like a lot of the concepts.
He took out this great scene that you got to watch on the Blu-ray, on the extras. It's a great scene.
We talked about this last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna post
Mention it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it again on my Instagram account.
Tell the viewers.
It's this great scene where Luke gives another test to Rey, and he sees if she falls for it, and of course she does fall for it, and then it's a different outcome that she thought was going to be, and it was a great lesson, and I think it would have been great in the fucking movie.
Yeah, he tells them that raiders come periodically to the messes with the
you can be
caretakers.
specific. Yeah, it's no big deal.
And she goes down there, and it's just a little festival.
But it's a test, though. It's one of his tests. He does for her.
She waves the lightsaber, and they hey.
But
it's a cool scene.
It's a great scene.
It should have been left in.
It should have totally been left in because Luke was
better than all the other scenes.
That's what I mean. Luke was trying to prove a point, and he did it well, and it executed well. And I was like, why the fuck wasn't this not in the movie? You know?
Yeah.
That's what gets me. I'm like, this was a good scene. People would have liked the movie more. They would have been like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, but that one scene wouldn't be enough to.
No, but it would have been good though. It would have been like, okay, you know what I mean?
A Band-Aid, or you need a full body cast, you need full plastering.
I don't like the idea of the director writing the script. I don't like that in Star Wars world.
Plenty of instances.
Plenty of good screenwriters, and there's plenty of fucking directors.
Plenty of places where
you put the right screenwriter with the right director.
But here's where it doesn't work. Where you have a fucking, again, like I said, the first mistake Disney made was not having a plan.
Yeah.
There was no plan.
Smoke's killing me.
You know?
Don't you have a fan around here?
Nope. Where are you going?
I'm choking to death with your cigarette smoke. It's fucking killing me.
I'll put this in my mouth instead.
Yeah, put something else.
Wait, I thought you told me you were gonna shave.
Shh. It's not this type of show. Get a little snacks.
I like a nice smooth scrotum on my chin.
A few snacks. So, all right, yeah. Mine is basically the same as yours, but I like The Last Jedi after The Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, and then Rogue One and The Revenge of the Sith are
I put Rogue One right after the originals. Yeah. I think that's the best new movie, and it's better than the prequels. Rogue One's a good movie.
Yeah. It's good.
The first time I watched it, I was a little disappointed because of the way they were giving us the exposition of the story. I felt like they were telling us the same concept or same...
Right.
Giving us the same line written a different way a few different times. But the more I watched it...
Right. Yeah, have a little...
The more...
Grab your chips, everybody. Snack time. Continue, Robert.
I don't even remember what I was saying, so it don't matter. Oh, Rogue One.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outside of the originals, that's my favorite. Krennic? Are you fucking kidding me?
He plays a great villain.
Well,
I love the thing about Star Wars, they always have great villains.
Sherwood Emway?
Such good villains.
Fucking blind swordsman in a Star Wars movie. Awesome. I love the blind swordsman films.
I love
old school.
I love lies, deceptions. Saw is so great, man.
I feel they could have saved him, but
He was done.
what
He was breaking down.
Yeah. What was he gonna do? Get interrogated? Or, yeah.
Well, remember when you see him, he's young.
But his sacrifice doesn't mean anything. It wasn't like he was getting anything accomplished by staying behind.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna stay behind and download this data. And,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, you know, like Data beaming fucking Picard out and fucking sacrificing himself to save them. Like, there wasn't, you know what I mean? It was just him like, no,
that's it, man.
this is where my story ends.
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
You know?
Yeah, they know now. Now doing all these movies, they got a good idea of what not to do. So they'll stay away from that kind of shit. And watch, the movies will be better. The Game of Thrones guys are gonna do.
I hope it do it right.
I hope they do it right too. They know they'll get a lot of shit too. As they know.
There's a comment I want to make on that, but I don't want to make it because it's part of one of my lists.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold off on what I have to say about that until we do that. Until we get there. But yeah, I agree.
The list is good.
And I just thought of something that I didn't add to the list originally, but we could probably do on the fly. Favorite toys. Favorite fucking Kenner toys.
Favorite toys of all Star Wars.
That's a tough. How do you pick your top like 10 out of that? You know, because there's so many figures and action sets and ships.
Well, you got to have the Falcon as one of your vehicles first.
The Falcon and the AT-AT are on that list.
Falcon, AT-AT, TIE Fighter, X-Wing, Land Speeder.
I love playing with that.
Who didn't love your fucking Land Speeder?
But they did it cool where it was on those little wheels, had that little spring. It was like it was hovering.
It's smart.
It was fun, man. I would put Luke and 3PO in that fucking thing constantly.
You watch that documentary called Plastic Dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah, they went and visited the guys at Kenner and shit, and they were awesome. I've seen another documentary about the same guys being interviewed again. But
they've been in a few over the years.
But the Plastic Dreams documentary is great because they
like the one about
tell a lot
Mego.
of detail of what went down.
The Mego one is good.
Yeah.
I've been collecting the Trek Megos.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I had the original Enterprise Bridge playset
Nice.
and the Mego figures, the whole bridge group. I remember having those. I was very young. I think my uncle probably bought them for me because my uncle's big. My late Uncle Pete. He was just like me, man. Star Wars, sci-fi. You know, loves aliens and UFOs.
Right.
You know, cool shit. You know. And he was a big Trekkie and a big Star Wars guy and a collector.
Oh, cool.
I got some of his collection.
No shit.
When he passed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I have some great stuff. But I have this big, huge ET thing that's awesome. But yeah, my Uncle Pete was awesome.
Uncle Pete.
Yeah, we were close.
Jedi Master.
Totally. And remember when we were doing the last Trek episode, I said I used to stay up with my uncle? And we would watch the Channel 11. We would watch fucking Odd Couple, Twilight Zone, Star Trek, all those shows. We would stay up late and watch those. I was always tired.
Who's you related to, your mom or your dad?
My mom's brother.
That's awesome. I was gonna say, he's like one of those uncles that lets you watch a scary movie and shit.
Yeah. No.
Like, I don't worry, you gotta grow up sometime.
He was a total pothead.
Nice.
Yeah, every hour or so he would say, it's doobie time, and we'd go out back and light a joint.
How old were you?
I was just a kid.
Oh, we were 12 or something?
What, at that time when he was living with us for, I don't know, a
Smoking
year or two,
dupes, how old were you?
Well, he was smoking pot before I was born.
Obviously, but how old were you? When he said, let's go out back and smoke
Oh,
a
when
doobie.
I joined in on doobie time.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, teenager.
Okay. I'm like, shit, did he start you off at like 10 years old smoking doobie?
No, but I was around it my whole life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Like, I was around people having a beer and smoking joint, whatever. But never any, crazy, rowdy, nothing like that. Nothing debaucherous.
Yeah.
Just, hippies, man, They came from the 60s and 70s, culture, laid back.
Hey, it's a bit hot here. Is it during the day? Our screen, is it at night?
No, it's not nighttime right now.
It's pretty hot out. It's 92 degrees. Is the Earth really fucked up? Or did any natural disaster happen, or just the humans went cuckoo?
Zombie virus breaks out. Government launches nuclear
Deterrence?
nuclear weapons. There's a radiation zone around this entire map that if you pass into, you die very quickly. Radiation poisoning.
So, we fucked up the Earth, and we have zombies.
And the nuclear shit didn't work because there's still zombies. Or there isn't really any storytelling or any exposition in this version of the game.
Right.
The PC guys with their new update, there's supposed to be like some NPCs added to give you some backstory. So I don't know what they wrote, but in this instance, it's very possible that there was a nuclear war,
Right.
and it's the nuclear war that created the zombies.
Right.
So it could be either way. Or you can go by the lore of our 7-day show that we do on Friday nights, where it was my character, Miles Long, that was responsible for spreading the disease sexually transmitted.
Right. There you go. Oh, look. We lost a viewer. We had 2. Am I the only
I tell you,
message?
every single
Listen to
time,
this crap.
every single time we do an episode, I tell you this. That number isn't accurate. There could be 65 people on right now, and we don't know, because that's happened. I'll go up and be like, holy shit, we had 112 live viewers, but there was like only like 5 people making comments. People sign off, sign on.
Oh, excuse me, folks. Woo! Belching.
So what else you got on there?
That's it. I was thinking about all these thoughts, and I was like, I should write it all down.
A lot of those thoughts are going to come out while we do the list too and talk about it, because one of us is going to mention something and the other one's going to trigger off on something else to say.
Which is, since the trailer came out, we didn't really talk about it, and I was like, I didn't even talk to Rob about it. I've been watching the trailer up the ass.
I'm very intrigued as far as that trailer goes. As soon as I heard fucking Ian McDermott's laugh, I was like, oh my god, yes. in whatever form he's in, however we get it, even if it's, you know, just Ray hearing a voice in the background and they need to get him in the studio to record it, I don't care. It's so great that we're going to get the Emperor in some way or form in this film. And the title, Rise of Skywalker, really has me, my interest peaked. We're going to find out that Rey is actually a Skywalker and actually Luke's daughter. Or is it Kylo, as part of the Skywalker bloodline, gets his redemption and the rise of Skywalker? Or are they bringing Luke back from the dead?
Or is Rey Kylo's sister?
And they don't find out till after they hump?
Yeah. Then it'll be very Game of Thrones, isn't it?
Hey. Incest in the original. You know?
Incest is best, but
Leia plants one on her brother pretty fucking hard.
Yeah. You never know. Could have been seen what she gave him a blowjob.
Yeah, he was all ready to fucking jack off to that fucking hologram. He's like, she's beautiful.
So who knows? Who knows?
Look at the way that satin dress is hanging off those tits.
Titties.
Anthony, someone should re-edit it. Man, look at the way that satin just fucking
hangs
raised over those tits.
Tits.
Because they were.
Yeah, oh totally.
He was running down the hallway, they're flopping around a little bit.
She was 19, man.
19. Man. Practically jailbait.
Someone's got to save our skins.
Somebody's got to rub our skins.
Don't worry, I'll rub your skin later. Just get down to fucking shoot.
Into the poop chute, flyboy. I like anal. Into the poop chute, flyboy. I want you to pull my buns. She likes to get forced. She likes to get forced.
She goes, money is all you love. And you get that. That's exactly what you'll get. And shit like that.
She got all hippie and
excuse me.
that was a very like hippie line, very. You know what I mean, like the early '70s shit influence in there, and that when she delivers a line. He's got to choose his own path. Like, I don't know, it felt like such a, you know what I mean?
What, Jedi?
Yeah, it's like hippie live, let live attitude, you know?
Jedi.
Don't worry about him. No, in Star Wars. Luke's upset about Han not joining the fight.
Oh, right. Yeah.
She's like, he's got to choose his own path. I'm not criticizing it. It's great. I'm just saying, I always just got that vibe, like, yeah. You know?
Well, remember, she grew up like in fucking royalty, you know? Classically trained, education, all this shit. You know? And she's part of the resistance. So, then she doesn't realize till later Vader's her fucking father and all shit. So, it's just sad, you know. It's over the whole overall arc is sad that they never met up in like the first film. And like, here we go again, you know, another crusade, and then you fucking kill Han. But Luke should have met up with Luke and Han should have met up. Should have, you know, let's do this one for the Gipper kind of thing, and. Somebody gets separated or some shit, and Han goes after and confronts Kylo, which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. And then he gets killed. But, you know. I can't believe they didn't even mention anything of Han in The Last Jedi at all. Check when he goes, Chewie, why are you here? And then he goes, Han. You know, that's the only time you hear about Han Solo. I mean, they better have Han Solo mentioned somewhat in the fucking third one. Wasn't there supposed to be like a fucking... Wasn't there supposed to be like a funeral in The Last Jedi with Han Solo, I heard? Didn't you hear that back when speculation?
I know it's something that people, said to possibly, you know what I mean? Like probably people speculating or saying that they hope that that's in there. Or
I just remember hearing
I don't think it's necessary.
The funeral procession was going to happen with Han. And all these people were going to show up.
It doesn't make sense because they're down to their last dregs and they're on the run.
Yeah.
So there's no time for grief.
Yeah.
Grieve later, survive now. Do what you can to stop, the big evil Empire machine.
No, but they just blew up the fucking Starkiller base and now they're back on the run. So it's just like, I don't know. It was kind of, I like the beginning of The Last Jedi when they're Poe's coming down and taking out all the gun turrets. I think that's dope. And I like the Admiral. The evil First Order Admiral was like, who is that? Destroy that fighter. He's all British and shit. I'm like, this is dope, man. This is...
he's good.
I was like, this is a great scene. I love all the bomber shit. I don't have a problem with that. I think it's great.
I don't like Hux, however.
He made him silly in this one, which was bad.
It was awful.
Yeah.
He had potential in the first film.
And he's a good actor, this guy. But they just made a stupid part for him.
Yeah, he was turned into a fucking...
laughing stock.
Slapstick comedy.
Yeah, it was stupid. I agree. It is what it is. But that's pretty much what I got. Alright.
I just looked at the comments. Am I the only masochist listening to this crap? Probably.
You're our #1 fan, man.
I don't think it's fanaticism. It's more like morbid curiosity.
No, he's our #1 fan, man. Loves this show. Loves it! I love it. I don't get all crazy about it. I probably just like to it.
You ever see Invader Zim?
Who?
Invader Zim? If you've never watched Invader Zim, I'm gonna slap you so silly
I don't think I've ever seen
and
it.
make you watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
Invader Zim is the shit. That was a great cartoon. But that just reminded me of, there's an ice cream truck. The ice cream truck is like, ice cream. You hear the guy over the fucking thing. Ice cream. You love it. You want ice cream. Do not have ice cream.
Yeah, that's
good. You must have it.
I like
you
it.
need ice cream.
Yeah, that's good.
I just ate a whole bag of fucking cheese doodles,
you did.
for fuck's sake.
You are a cheese doodle.
Nice. Unison.
Sorry, folks. Got to belch a little, drink a little carbonation. Woo-hoo! We're out here in the prairie. Woo-hoo! A little carbonation. Yoo-hoo! 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 Let's see the part of the wasteland, Rob. Pan around. Pan around.
I will in a little bit, but
I want to see the wasteland.
show a little gameplay, I suppose.
You still play that Mad Max movie? Movie game?
Oh, I finished Mad Max.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and play it again though, because I really liked it. The guys who made that and the guys who made the original Rage game
Right.
put their two teams together to create Rage 2.
Nice.
So we're gonna have Rage 2 game, story, characters, character designs, but in that huge
Realm.
open world, like, yeah, that what I wish the first Rage was. I was like, it needed more,
Right.
like, you need to be able to breathe more and, like, non-linear. I mean, it was a little bit, but not as much as it needed to be. So they got together with Insomniac, and yeah, man, this game is gonna be fucking, it's gonna be wild.
How cold is it here? You want to turn it?
What, you cold?
You don't have to put that cold. Like it's not. Yeah.
Bring it up a few degrees. A few degrees.
It's been cold over here in the East Coast.
Gotta get some iron in your blood. Gotta get some iron in your blood.
I have plenty of iron.
Put some lead in your head. Some iron
it was
in your
nice
blood.
today. It was like the high was like
some boot
62.
in your arse.
It's just I don't need to freeze in it.
Won't put some boot in your arse.
Yeah. You need, as long as Rob has the tomb back, he's good.
The what?
The tomb.
The tomb?
Yeah,
the
you
tomb
live
of doom.
Your apartment's like a tomb. It's dark. No light comes in.
It's filled with artifacts and
it's like
priceless treasures.
Yeah, it's like a museum.
Only to nerds, though. The toys, the collectibles, the games. A lot of music I'm collecting too. Just sitting there collecting dust until I buy a new computer.
Of stuff. You have your.
I'm dying to make new music. I'm dying. I have so many
We'll work on
ideas all the time.
Hey, would you guys contribute to a tits fund? We need a new computer.
Oh.
We're thinking about doing.
I'd like to record our shows the proper way, like we used to do as well. I still want to do this.
Yeah,
I love this.
Yeah,
this is great.
This was a great
the live thing is great, but we gotta do some proper recordings.
Yeah,
where it's just the two of us one-on-one.
This has been a good alternative.
Release an episode that way. You get better audio quality because we're using our higher quality microphones and stuff. So
I'm thinking about putting a like a GoFundMe thing to get a new new pewter.
A new pewter.
Tits needs a new pewter.
We do, and it has to be a powerhouse because it's got to generate all that software I'm throwing at it.
Yeah.
A lot of software. And I would like to release our videos in 4K. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm down with it.
Like get some really, really high quality images.
Yeah. We need new hosts.
The hosts with the mouse.
That's a horrible thing to say,
Angelito.
Angelito.
We need new hostess.
Yeah, no, hostess.
Hostess.
With the mostesses.
It's garbage now. That shit was good. Not all of it, but there were certain, hostess cakes that I liked.
They made them smaller, didn't they?
But they shut it down. Then some other company bought the name and I guess some of the equipment.
Yeah.
But the shit they make now is garbage. It's awful. The ingredients, whatever they use now, it's like, and they are smaller, and they don't taste at all the same because they use like different ingredients across the board.
What are you gonna do?
So it's not the same. There are certain things I like. You know what I do like though when it comes to like sweet stuff like that? The Entenmann's
Drake's
makes the. You can get them. They're like little apple pie.
Who makes Devil Dogs? Hostess.
Devil Dogs was Drake's.
Drake's still good.
No, it's the same shit.
Hostess makes?
All those things have changed too. They're not the same anymore.
Oh yeah, I know. But
Drake's and Hostess, I think it's the same company. They're owned by the same company.
I don't even know anymore. All I know is that I love Devil Dogs. Those are fucking delicious. They're so bad for you.
They're too dry for me though.
Yeah.
The cake is a little too dry.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm
You have a glass of chocolate milk though. It's good.
We need new hosts. Fuck you, buddy. We need new pewter. Why don't you go in your deep pockets and pull some cash, pull some cash out and give it to the tits fund.
Some cash from your fucking.
No, we could probably if we decide to do this and not have a huge bar to achieve, then it's doable.
Possibly.
That's what I was saying. How much do you think would be to get a proper?
I don't know, it just feels weird doing it.
Yeah, because it's almost like you're begging for money.
It's what it feels like a little bit. Yeah.
I hear you. But people do it all the time, man.
I know. If it's worth it to people for us to make content more often and at better quality, then we would be obviously obligated to create much more content and at better quality. So you have to give a return on the investment.
course.
You know, you just get the computer, and I'm going to sit here and play Crisis all fucking night. You know, of course I'll play Crisis, but I'll also be making music.
A Patreon
and I'll
account.
also be making music for the show, and then I'll be doing the show and doing all the editing and
how is the Patreon
creating the videos?
The Patreon account different from a GoFundMe? What's the difference?
Patreon accounts for my YouTube channel.
You can get one for your YouTube channel?
You could set one up for your YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing: I would need the computer, and actually, you know what? I was thinking about looking at cameras, man.
You want to get our bugs on screen?
Not just get our mugs on screen, but use, I don't know, just whatever, the camera, just, you know.
Hey, we could show a lot of cool shit.
We could always film that scene that I've been wanting to film for a long time. You know the one, the Star Trek scene.
We could show that?
With the Star Trek scene. I want to make that. I want to remake that with you.
Oh, right. Okay.
I want to go in the shower and have the fucking shower water on, and fucking go in there, and we'll do the fucking Kirk and Spock. I'll always be your friend, but it'll be the two in the pink.
One in stink.
Yeah. I know, Jim. I know, Spock. I know. One in the stink.
Fucked up. Yeah, you could use the camera. You could show a lot, like, I don't know, possibilities. But I just want to get back to the studio setup. You know, we got to get back to that. We could still discuss about the.
Taking one of the ass. Oh man, yeah, I don't know, man. I feel weird about it. I know it would probably work, which is like, you know, it's like just fucking do it because it'll probably work. You know, some random person be like,
and you just thank all the people who gave money. You know, we send them some. Remember, I want to do this little care package of like a T-shirt and some stickers. You know, you just slap shit on, like good stickers so kids could put them underneath their fucking skateboards and their lockers and shit, and put it on your car. Do you have one on your car? You should have one.
No, it's a lease.
I can't.
I have to return it.
You can peel the sticker off. Come on, man. You gotta. It's gotta be marked. I was thinking that, like,
1.47 terabytes of porn a lot. It's not a lot if it's all in, you know, HD, you know, quality.
That's not bad. You got almost a terabyte and a half. That's nothing. There's people who have like 50 terabytes of fucking porn.
Yeah, they're just hoarding it.
Yeah,
it's almost like how much can I collect?
But these people have watched it initially and liked it and saved it.
You would have to spend your entire every week.
Dude, there's guys who've ripped through porn, man. They rip through it. I can contest to that because I've watched a lot of porn. Still do. Everybody does. It doesn't matter how much you do or you don't, but eventually you get around to it. But guys rip through porn. Like, there's guys who want new shit every day. They go hunt for it. It's fucking. But, you know, I'll find shit and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna keep this. Oh, I like her. She's cool. I want to keep her. And then I'll have archives of all these chicks, and later I'll go back down and look at my files and be like, oh shit, I remember this one. So, but guys rip through that shit, man. They go through it. So no, that's not a lot of terabyte. I would say if you had 20, I'd be like, you're a maniac. You should have your own site. You should have your own fucking Wikipedia of porn. You got 20 terabytes of fucking porn. Video, if that's 1.47 terabytes of video.
Yeah, of course it's video.
It's all video?
Audio?
No, I mean stills, like, you know.
Oh, photos.
Photos.
Photos don't take up too much.
No.
Even larger file photos don't take up that much space.
If that 1.47 is all video, man, I don't know how much He must have not that many videos because that videos eat up a lot of fucking data. Stills are just, regular photos are just, they accumulate too, but no, it's not a lot. What do you have, more video? All video. All videos. Wow, how many videos do you think you have? Ballpark figure. Hey, that's awesome. Keep that on there. I want to take a photo of that. That's nice, Rob. How did you made this one too on it? Mm-hmm. This is fat. Sweet. The torches are great.
Oh wait, hold on.
You gonna cut through that board?
Hold off on your pictures for a minute.
You gonna cut into that board? Don't cut into the board.
No. Take a picture with this. Oh, I thought it was called Sham.
You're a sham.
I'm telling you, it's in there somewhere. Let's get to the food.
May the tits be with you always. I'm gonna.
Here it is.
What the fuck? Alright, what are you showing me?
There
You already did it. Yeah. You did this already. We know about
I did this last time?
Yeah.
I didn't know I did that last time.
Oh, it's nothing new. Boring. I'm just fucking with it. Go back to the...
Investigative Team Sham. This is a fucking sham.
This is a sham. It's a good sham, though. What do you want, man? Everybody's doing a podcast. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I have no problem with it. I just, Yeah, no, go back and get a better view of it. Yeah, I want to see that. Nice. Fat.
Might be better to take a GIF or a video, a short video. It's a lighting effect. If you take a still, it's going to be weird. You have dark and light spots.
Nice.
I didn't know you were fucking filming. I thought you were taking a GIF or a photo. You listening to me fucking prattle on about the fucking brightness and contrast. Fuck's sake.
Oh my god. Ridiculi. Ridiculi for $1, see?
Looking all worried.
It's good. Oh, the shenanigans of the show. All right, let's go hit that list of yours, Marinsky.
All right, let me climb back up the ladder.
Let's go to the videotape. Because we are getting long-winded and long in the tooth. All right, let me take a photo of that one. That one's nice. We're getting back to the tits. Show me those tits. Slow-mo. I don't want slow-mo. I wonder if people are objecting to our name.
Yeah, of course they are. I don't care.
I haven't had any comp feedback saying like you guys are...
Mostly people just laugh. Because most people, have a sense of humor. It's the vocal.
Get it.
It's the ones that get offended that are vocal. You know what I mean? So, they could kiss ass.
Kiss my grits. Kiss my grits.
Lick my tits.
Lick my... It is!
Just the tip.
Just the tip, please.
Alright, you want to get to our top 10s?
Let's go, Marinsky.
Let's do it.
Hit it.
Alright. Your top 10 best characters. So you can give one, I'll give one, we'll go back.
Top 10 best characters.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, I know.
This is why it's at the top of the first thing, just to knock out of the way.
Best character.
So yeah, your favorite characters. I mean, they're obvious. Everyone's, pretty much. Unless you shock me.
The original gang.
Yep. Luke, Leia, Chewie,
The
Han,
droids.
3PO, R2, Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan, Yoda.
I didn't put Yoda on there, but no, I have Obi-Wan, Vader, and of course the Emperor. I have one other one that isn't in the movies. That's why it's...
Lando's a great character, too.
Yeah.
You know, the idea that, he's an old scoundrel, card player, you'll like him. You know, and it's fucking, and he's dope. You old smoothie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, he's suave as a motherfucker.
Yeah, this list is a little crazy because it should be top 100, top 10. You know
Wait,
what I mean?
when we get to the worst stuff, when we talk about the worst list of things, we'll be more critical of that.
All right, so maybe better for this question shouldn't be your top 10 best characters, but it should be, what is your favorite Star Wars character?
Character, wow.
Yeah.
I had to say Luke.
If I'm going movies, I'm going Luke, but I'm going expanded universe, and I'm going with Kreia from Knights of the Old Republic 2. She's probably the most deepest and most well thought out and most intelligent.
Right.
Done.
I don't know that character
in any Star Wars story that I'm aware of.
You think they'll bring her in up?
I hope that the movie takes place around the time of Kreia at some point in her life. I would love to see.
I don't think they're doing a movie.
The events of Knights of the Old Republic 2 as a trilogy. I would love to see that if they did that one. But I don't know. If they do Knights of the Old Republic, they could do.
I think
the era of the first one with Revan and Malak.
Right.
Or they could do the second one, which is very interesting. You got Nihilus, oh my god. Scion and Kreia.
They explain a lot of that lore in the games, though, right?
Oh yeah, that's the thing about. Yeah. That's why everybody fucking jerks off.
Yeah.
To Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, because they're an incredible
storyline.
Yeah. You want to talk about the best story in Star Wars? It's those two stories. Even better than the films.
Well, that's why everybody's hoping the Game of Thrones guys are going to do a good job.
Hope so.
They're going to execute it well. Because it could be like...
I hope they don't do it.
It could be so good that this generation would say, fuck the original trilogy. Because you got kids now.
No way. No way.
I don't know. I mean, I know guys...
No, you know why?
I know guys who like the prequels.
Because one of the things that makes the original... One of the things that makes the originals work better than any of the other films is because of the chemistry with the cast, and it's movie magic. These movies were fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In fact, leading up to it, movies weren't very much fun at all.
Yeah.
They were all natural disaster films and shit like that going on, and then here comes Star Wars, a return to, the Flash Gordon, serialized, space opera, movies became fun.
Yeah.
And they broke ground and created all the new technology that, movies today can, thank George Lucas for.
Right. Can I plug this in
Yeah,
somewhere?
give it to me.
I need some juice.
You want some man juice.
Some man breath first, though. My man juice, please.
Speaking of man juice and nuts, I gotta adjust. There we go. Speaking of, I'm all over my fucking jeans here, guys.
What is this fucking porn we're talking about? So, continue on the list.
Oh yeah. What's going on here? All right. So you're. Where is it? Worst character designs. Or we can bundle this together. Worst characters / designs. So it could be a character's design, or it could be just like the most annoying fucking character. You know? Who are the worst fucking characters across the Star Wars films?
Jar Jar Binks is going to be up there.
Yep, that's right there. I got you at Jar Jar.
Jar Jar, I remember watching it. When we saw that in the theater together, Rob and I went to like the midnight showing in the city.
We went to the premiere.
In the city, yeah, at the
Ziegfeld.
old Ziegfeld, which is no longer a theater now. It starts.
I know, isn't that sad?
Yeah, it's super sad.
That's a piece of New York that should never have gone.
I know. I can't believe
somebody. Are you fucking kidding me?
I can't believe somebody didn't buy it.
New York's not New York anymore without it. It's not the same. Something's missing.
Right.
I love that fucking place.
Yeah.
Such history.
We went there, and I remember, man. I remember. I was fucking. I got sleepy eyed for a while, man. I was like, boy, this is a little boring. I'm like, I can't believe I'm at the new Star Wars movie, and this fucking movie's boring. It's a little like I don't like the Jar Jar part. And it's like, where's this going? And the character's stupid, and
there are cool things though, even though the Phantom Menace is a mess. There are cool things. The opening sequence in that movie had me so pumped that this was going to be like the greatest movie of all time. That opening sequence was so cool, man. The sound design was right. The ship design when they came in.
Yeah.
You know, 2 Jedi in their fucking clean new robes, you know.
Totally.
Protocol droid looks like 3PO walks in and talks to them.
No, the beginning.
Like, oh my god, it's fucking Star Wars.
Yeah, no, the beginning.
Shields, boom, they fucking blow it up, gas them out. You know? Oh, it's so exciting.
The beginning when they come in.
Opening sequence of Phantom Menace is great.
And he goes, I'm not going in there with Jedi. And I was like, oh, this is going to be fucking dope, man. And then they burst out their fucking sabers, and I was like, oh, this is great. This is swashbuckling Star Wars that we know.
And then the minutes ticked away.
And then it just yeah, then the whole thing, and it gets kind of, and then the pod racing shit's corny.
Who's the protagonist of the film?
The pod racing.
The movie's going to be over in 15 minutes. I still don't know who the protagonist of this film is.
Yeah, it gets kind of, it's silly, but the lightsaber duel at the end is dope though. It saves it. It's, you know, you give it a pass, but the Darth Maul lightsaber scene.
The lightsaber duel was very well done.
Dope. Oh, it was
very
awesome.
well done. It was excellent.
It was classic Star Wars.
It was excellent.
And the music is great. That piece they wrote for that part, it's dope. It's classic Star Wars. Duel of the Fates. It's a classic Star Wars theme. When I heard it the first time, I was like, Star Wars.
It gets you pumped.
Yeah, Star Wars. It's Star Wars. And that lightsaber scene is worthy up there with all the duels. You know, it's a dope scene when Darth Maul's coming through the desert.
Oh, that speeder.
And he flips off and he goes, he goes, I gotta hold this guy off. And he does a flip and he flips off and
he's like, take off.
And they clash. Oh, it's dope. It's a great scene. The guy who plays a great villain in it. He's great in it. But, you know, it gets silly, you know. I didn't need to see young Anakin. I would have been happy he was like a teenager.
So, would you say young Anakin is on your list of bad characters?
Yeah. I have no ill will against the kid.
Yeah.
He said he's gotten so much grief, that poor actor.
Oh, yeah, no, I feel for Jake Lloyd.
Yeah.
I do. I do feel for him.
Poor guy. He's getting all this grief.
I do feel for him. I do.
Yeah.
So, I got on here a lot. I had to look this up. I'm going to admit I'm not that much of a fucking geek that I knew the names of Fode and Bede, which was the two-headed announcer at the pod race. That fucking thing is ridiculous. It needs to be taken out and put out of its misery.
Right.
Buried in the fucking woods in the back.
I hear you.
I also have in the special edition that it's so unfortunate. So many kids have not seen the original Star Wars scene in Jabba's palace when they added that fucking the Sice Noodles digital CGI Sice Noodles.
Yeah.
And that other fucking character.
Yeah.
And that's the worst character designs.
Oh yeah.
Hands down, terrible.
Anything with the new special effects is bad.
Dex, the fucking four-armed diner guy. Dex's diner.
It was silly.
Fucking Boss Nass.
Who's Boss Nass?
You know, fucking the leader of the fucking Gungans.
Boss Nass.
All the fucking bullshit in Canto Bite and Last Jedi.
Oh, I don't like.
There's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah,
in there.
I don't like Canto Bite.
I couldn't tell you the names of those characters, but there's tons of bullshit in there.
That's, you know, there's a lot of like the Jedi, Last Jedi, and then there's a lot that's just like, oh boy, you guys, what happened here?
Dude, the fucking spider monkey character in Solo. That thing was one of the most annoying things I've ever seen.
Where was the spider monkey again?
The spider monkey was like the pilot. They did the little train heist. It was like a fucking monkey with like fucking 8 arms.
Oh, John Favreau's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weak character.
So annoying.
Yeah, weak character.
I don't blame him.
No.
I don't blame him. It's not his fault.
No.
It's not his fault. The character design is terrible.
Terrible.
And the character, like, he's just reading lines, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't need that.
But fuck, that thing is annoying.
It almost seems like he was supposed to be like the raccoon in the.
Plucky attitude.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Comic relief.
Snip.
Yeah.
Snip. I snip all those scenes out.
Yeah, it works. It works in the Galaxy movies, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but not for Star Wars. It gets too. I don't like when Star Wars gets campy and corny like that. I want it more. You can have some humor, but you know, go with a dark theme and stay with the dark theme, or go with the hero theme and go with the hero theme. You know what I mean? Don't make this kind of like slapstick funny stuff or outside. You know?
Yeah, slapstick. I got Hux in Last Jedi. Is on the list of bad characters.
Yeah.
That's a very bad character. What he became in Last Jedi was piss.
Yeah.
Piss.
Yeah.
And I have the robot L337.
Yeah, I didn't care for her too.
I just didn't like the design.
Yeah.
You know, the character is just a little annoying, but whatever. You know, I'll even let that slide. It's on this list because it's just I didn't think it was a great design. I love the head. Because the head is like the T3 units in Knights of the Old Republic. Right. It's kind of like the R2 of that story.
Era, yeah.
So, yeah, the head is great. But, like, just its movement and its body was really weird.
Yeah. There's a lot of... I
didn't think it was a great design. It was a little lazy, maybe, even.
There's a lot of shitty design in Solo.
CGI Jabba.
Yeah. Of course, CGI
Jabba the Hutt.
Of course.
Awesome. CGI Jabba.
Horrible.
Cringe. What about your best character designs?
Best character?
Yeah, I know. How do you narrow it down to 10? So
character designs.
There's so many.
Didn't we go over that?
No, that was our favorite characters.
This is just design?
This is character design.
Of the character?
Mm-hmm.
The overall arc of the character, or just like the initial concept?
The design, the art design of the character.
Oh, the drawings.
Not the drawings, the characters themselves, the costume design, character design.
Character design. Illustrations.
Well, what we see on film.
Well, Han always had a cool outfit in Empire. He had that jacket, and he had the new pants.
The jacket
and the new
was
pants,
cool.
and the new pants with stripes.
With the dot stripe.
Yeah, the things on the side.
Yeah.
He looked fucking dope. He looked like fucking. It looked like fucking. It was like futuristic Star Wars. It was great. And then
Click.
Luke had a cool. His Bespin outfit's dope.
Click.
I always liked. I had the jacket when I was a kid. I had the Bespin jacket though.
Yeah.
When he was, the one he wore on Dagobah, and then he went to Cloud City.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's I love the Stormtrooper. The original Stormtrooper is a great design. I mean,
Of course.
It's,
So are the new ones.
I love the new ones too.
But my favorite trooper of all is the Death Trooper from Rogue One.
Yeah.
Those were the most badass of all of them.
Rogue One. The opening to Rogue One is
So
great.
good.
When you see them land and they come out. And
That's on my
Yeah.
list of greatest cinematography.
Yeah.
But
Rogue One's
I'll
got-
mention it again when we get there.
Rogue One is the opening
There's
scene.
a lot of good stuff in
The
that
opening
movie.
scene of Rogue One is very Star Wars right off the bat.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. it's-
Boba Fett. Oh, sorry.
No, it's just
Yeah,
funny
that's
how
fun.
they get so much good feedback from Rogue One. How did they fuck up Solo? That's what I mean. You know what I mean?
Just look at what it was. It was like a kids' movie almost. Like they had to make it like.
I don't have any ill will against the actor who played Han
barely
Solo,
PG.
but he made Han Solo look like a fucking
Listen,
idiot.
it's not all negative. What was the?
He made Han.
What was the main?
He didn't do any
What's
justice.
the main bad guy's
He didn't
name?
do any justice to
Boss.
Han Solo's character, man. It was horrible.
The mob boss, the guy in charge of the criminal syndicate.
Yeah, that British actor.
He's fucking amazing.
Yeah, he's good in
And
everything.
he was amazing in the movie.
Yeah,
He's
he's always good.
excellent. Even his body language and mannerisms. He acts with his face.
He's in the Avengers movies. He
In the
plays
right
a
way.
character.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Legion? He was in the movie with Legion.
No.
Oh, it's a good movie. He's good in that too.
But yeah, he's excellent.
Yeah, I'm sure I could find his name or something, but I'm not looking it
He's
up.
on my list of
Yeah, no, he's a great actor.
characters. But character designs, I have
And
Kylo.
a great actor. Kylo, yeah.
Great design.
Great design.
Might be my favorite.
I was
It's
pretty
a little
impressed.
sacrilege stepping away from the originals, but Kylo is a fucking fantastic
Yeah.
design. It's menacing. It's badass.
Yeah.
It doesn't, Vader is on this list as well.
Yeah.
But it takes Vader and brings it into this
Other realm.
it's like
I agree.
I'm worried because this guy looks like he's spry and can fight. Vader looks like he's just being held together by pieces of fucking fiberglass and cloth.
Yeah.
And leather.
Yeah.
He's like held together with leather straps and buckles.
Right. Sup, Stacy's on. Sup, Stacy.
Hello, sup.
Sup. You mean what's up?
What?
You're trying to say what's up? How are you doing? Say it.
What's
sup?
What is up,
Yo,
gentlemen?
It's sup, homeboy. I said sup, homeboy.
Sup your ass.
Sup. I love how the breakdown of it. We don't even speak anymore. Sup, Rob.
Sup.
Sup.
Yeah,
How
now
you
the
doing?
word just sounds so dumb.
Sup.
What the
Sup.
fuck? Doesn't make any sense.
Sup. What the fuck?
Say
did you
any word
Sup.
enough and it will sound retarded.
Well,
Boba Fett.
of course.
Grievous. General Grievous.
Yeah, of
I
course.
think that's a fantastic design.
Here, put that butt in that direction.
Jabba.
No, on that.
What are you talking about?
Aim it that way, yeah.
Aim it up your asshole.
Yeah.
Jabba.
Of course.
K2SO from Rogue One.
Of course. Great robot.
Darth Maul.
Great villain.
3PO.
The best. This is a no-brainer.
Yoda.
The best. The best.
All right.
I don't give a shit. I mean, it just there's not much we're gonna hate of Star Wars. That's why it's gonna be this list.
You'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I mean,
when I get to that part of my list, you'll be pleasantly surprised.
I mean, the Return of the Jedi gets corny with the Ewoks at some point. It gets kind of corny and a little sappy, but that's only one element of it. And then you got the whole part with the Emperor and Vader and Luke, which is genius. And then you got, at the same time, you got Landau taking the fleet inside the fucking Death Star to try to blow it up. It's a great, you got 3 storylines going at once. But 2 of them are really solid. The Ewok one it just gets a little corny, that's all. Because I remember people saying, I didn't like the last one, it was all teddy bears. I remember hearing that a lot as a kid. People would bring that up.
Yeah,
like,
but you know what, though?
You remember hearing
There's
that a lot?
a few scenes where the
It's like
Ewoks
teddy
are pretty
bears.
badass.
Yeah.
When they first got introduced,
Yeah.
you don't know, like, oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this? And they're all just like, they're making these fucking noises. They got fucking spears in their face and shit. They look menacing.
The one guy who's cooking, he's setting up he's ready to cook them up. He's putting the logs together. He goes, look. They keep looping the same fucking thing. But you know, it's a dope scene.
But again, sound design in Star Wars is so good.
Yeah, all right, here's sound design.
Like a real language going on, like these guys.
How dope! Talk about
gibberish.
sound design, which you get snippets of in this scene is when 3PO is translating for the Ewoks the story.
And he's using sound effects.
Yes.
Yeah.
How dope is that?
Yeah, and he makes the sound effects for the the AT-AT legs and shit.
Yeah, and he's telling the story, and there's one Ewok smoking a fucking pipe and shit. It's fucking dope, you know? It's dope. You know, it's puppets, but, you know, it works. You know?
Alright, how about ships? Your best ship designs. I know.
Falcon.
Narrowing it down.
X-Wing.
Oh my god, you have them in the same order so far.
TIE Fighter.
Oh no, but, okay, go on. See, I specified Kylo's tie and Vader's tie.
Yeah, both great.
Those 2 are my favorite.
No, Kylo has a great weapon.
Vader's Interceptor.
You see,
awesome.
that's why I don't think I'll ever like the prequels as much as the sequels, because the new design of the First Order is dope. Kylo's ship is dope.
Kylo's ship is awesome.
I bought that ship with the figure. It comes with it.
I was like, and it was the little one about this big.
Yeah, I have a little one, and then I have a Lego one. But I was like, it was on sale for like $25. I was like, and it was originally like $60, which is fucking crazy.
The Lego one?
No, the ship, the actual, like the Kenner ship, like with the action figures in. And it was on sale at Target, and I was like, that is a great fucking ship, and I like collecting the ships. I'm a big collector of the ships now. I don't go crazy and overboard like there's guys I follow on Instagram who are Star Wars geeks like I am.
Yak Face.
Oh yeah, he's crazy.
Shout out to Yak Face Instagram.
Oh yeah, Yak Face, man.
He posts tons of great stuff.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that guy is like, the fucking the 411 on information, man, on Star Wars shit, new shit coming out. I mean, you know, he's on the tip of everything. So he collects a lot of shit, man. He's going to have a crazy collection in the next 10 years because he buys like every fucking thing, man. But I love the ships.
TIE fighters in general are just awesome. They belong on the list.
The new ones, the First Order ones, and the old trilogy.
Snowspeeder.
Of course. AT-AT.
Cloud cars.
They're okay.
I love cloud cars.
Yeah, they're okay.
They feel like, luxury cars, but you know what I mean? Like, for the best of
They're cool. They made a shitty cloud car when they came out, though. It was like didn't have any sound effects. They didn't put a motor in. They didn't put sound effects in it. Didn't have any lights on it.
Just had landing feet.
Yeah, it was kind of cheap. I stopped collecting.
They made a better one later, though.
Yeah, I think they made
one with lights on it.
Yeah, when they redid them back in like the
90s
to the early 2000s, they made all these. They have a lot of figures called it's like the Saga, the original trilogy. Those figures are really detailed and they're really nice. So I started collecting those types of figures now. I get some of the new shit now that comes out. I don't get everything. I know motherfuckers.
Some of the Black Series figures look really good.
Yeah. But I like getting the smaller ones that are right on the 3.75 inch tall figure.
I thought they were 3.5. Well,
no.
some of them are taller, some of them are
just
shorter.
Under 4 inches. That's the classic.
You sound very familiar with that measurement.
That's how like my lady's nipples.
Oh, just under 4 inches
Just
long.
under 4 inches long.
That's nasty.
But they're all
fucking nasty, bro. Can you imagine? It's like a finger. It's like fucking.
No, but
seriously, that's like fucking 2 fingers.
But it's
sticking out of your chest.
But the areola
like
gets
fucking. It's like an Andorian, like you fucking tentacles.
But the areola is actually wider, so it makes them kind of like they're not really thin. They're kind of like, you know.
So you're saying they're on a massive tit the size of a building?
Yeah, like a big titty with it,
like a size of a hill.
With a big areola. It's like combined with the. Remember, it's under 4 inches.
It's like the Irish countryside.
It's like
fingers
sticking
out of the top.
It's huge. It's huge.
Right. So relative to the tit, it's normal.
No, but it's also wide.
A 4-inch long one would mean that the tit would have to be the size of a fucking house.
Oh, you see those weird designs sometimes on women. They have those weird titties.
There's
nipples.
Lots of weird ones out there.
Yeah, like the nipples.
Yeah. So sometimes they throw you off, man. It's like, wait a minute, whoa.
So it's a whole thing. Anyway, it's all right, tits. You're watching tits. You're listening to tits and you're watching tits. Always remember, Theater Investigative Team Show. Forever.
Jelly bean nipples.
Jelly bean nipples. I'm on board. Sign me up. Where do I sign on the dotted line? So where are we getting back to?
Jelly bean nips. I have 2 ships on my list that are not in the films. It's one, and they're both from Knights of the Old Republic. One is the Ebon Hawk, which is the main ship. It's like your Falcon of the game.
Right.
And the Interdictor cruiser. That's Malik's cruiser.
Nice.
That's the one that looks like. In fact, I'm going to look it up on my phone. Audience can't see it, but. Excuse me. I'm looking it up right now. And get some images. It's that ship. That's at the top of my list, yeah. This is fucking badass shit, man.
Wow. Looks like a beak.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
That's called the Interdictor class cruiser.
Nice.
From Knights of the Old Republic. But yeah, that's my top. That's my top ship. I hope they use that design in a film.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a worst ships list, but you know what? Overall, I'm pleased. I mean, there's some stuff that looks a little whatever. I would have designed a little differently, like in the prequels.
Sup Rob's ass.
But
sup Rob's ass.
So I didn't even bother with that.
Right.
But
how could you hate the overall aesthetics? That's what I mean.
That's why I didn't make a worst ships list.
Yeah, it's hard.
I could make a worst ships list, but they're like ships that like nobody cares about, will even remember.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you know,
they're like secondary vehicles. So I ignored that part of the list, and I moved on to best scenes. It's going to be a tough one to stay on topic with because you talk about a scene and it's going to open up a whole conversation. But
so many.
There's so many. How about I just rattle off mine and you comment on them?
Yeah.
Sound good?
You got the Han Solo and Greedo scene. That's a classic.
Yeah. It's not on my list of top 10, but it doesn't matter. There's so many great ones. To narrow it down to 10 is tough.
Luke and Vader and Bespin fighting. I mean, that's...
Okay, so you can tick that off my list.
The Hoth battle scene.
Another one to tick.
I like the scene in Jedi when Luke comes and confronts Jabba. I think that's dope. I don't know. I just like that scene. I always like how he came in.
You hear the bargain for Captain Solo's life.
Yeah. The cantina scene, where he says this little one's not worth and he.
Oh, okay. My Cantina scene that I put was the one where they hire Han. They sit down and what, you never heard of the Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, that's great.
The ship that made the Kessel Run, you know?
All
that's my Cantina pick.
Well, the whole overall Cantina stuff is great.
Yeah.
Hey, those droids, we don't serve their kind, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry, racism already.
Yeah.
Robot racism. Droidism. We don't serve their kind.
I have the New Hope opening sequence is awesome.
Oh yeah, being chased.
Because that's how it started, man.
Yeah, it gets you right.
I remember when I was a kid and I saw that the first time, and that fucking ship goes by, and then all of a sudden you get the fucking menacing Star Destroyer, larger than life. It was like nothing that you'd ever seen or heard or even like felt in your chest before. And you know what I mean? It made such an impact on me. That whole opening sequence is amazing. It's just, you know, and then the camera goes inside and it's 3PO and R2 running through the hallways and, you know, stormtroopers invading. Like, that opening sequence is fantastic.
I gotta take a break. I'll be right back.
He's gonna go break.
Break. Code yellow.
Code yellow. Just do it. Just do it, LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf. Just freaking do it. What do you think you is? Someone who ain't doing it? If you ain't doing it, you should be doing it. Stop not doing it. What a long week, boys and girls. Oh. Thumbs up if you had a fucking bad week. Thumbs up if you had a good week. A toilet in the distance, signaling Greg's return. Shit, I'm shutting up.
Alright, where were we?
Where were we? We were just doing it, Shy.
LaBeouf. LaBeouf. He's been quiet. I haven't heard anything about what he's doing. What do you got?
A couple of bad years, really. Trench Run.
Great scene.
Carbon Freeze Chamber.
Great scene.
Cloud City Duel.
Yep.
Yoda raising the X-Wing.
Yep.
Vader reports to Emperor hologram.
Yeah.
Both versions, the original and the Ian McDiarmid reshoot.
What is like getting my master?
Death Star throne room. The scene with Chirrut Emway does the blind swordsman shit surrounded by fucking stormtroopers in the plaza, that little marketplace. That fucking scene was awesome.
Yeah.
Vader in Rogue One at the end, just slicing through all those guys.
I've heard so much about Rogue One because of that.
One of the best Star Wars scenes ever filmed. You know, so
I'm
stepping out. See, I'm good. I'm stepping outside the original films for my best lists. You know, I'm stepping out and showing love, giving respect where it's due.
I'm the same way. I just don't think anything's ever going to beat the original trilogy. Well,
no, but there are elements that rise up and above. You know,
that's what I'm thinking.
Vader scene is one of the coolest things to ever happen in Star Wars. Period. That's Vader just being badass.
Now, do you think something from the Knights of the Old Republic could supersede the original trilogy?
It's so good. It's such a good story, and it's its own thing because it takes place 1,000 years before any of this. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not bound to be connected to it all that much, really, in any way. You know, the only thing they really have in common is the concept of the Force.
Right.
And, you know, struggle throughout the galaxy. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. But do you think it would ever supersede the original trilogy?
I don't know, man. It could.
I think this generation that sees it for the first time,
that's going to be their
introduction into the Star Wars world. So they might think, oh, I grew up watching this though.
Yeah.
You see, they can't go too far off the needle in the Star Wars world, because then you're making it weird. There's already the platform is set. You just got to change the worlds. You can introduce new stuff, but you can't go crazy like Star Trek. You know, where do they go? Time travel and all that shit. You know, they do go through wormholes with light speed, but because you don't want to bounce off a supernova.
Trek gets space travel right, but Star Wars makes space travel cool as fuck.
Because it's a space opera.
Hyperdrive is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
You know? But Star Trek is a little more, theoretically.
How about the latest
the
scene?
The numbers match.
The latest
possible.
That scene in the latest trailer. When Lando's going, he's laughing because he's like, "Holy shit, I'm back in Falcon going through fucking warp, light speed." How dope was that? People love that fucking scene. Love it.
Speaking of loving scenes, there are always going to be scenes that you don't like. So what are your worst scenes? Did you write them down?
Canto Bright.
Oh shit, that's Canto Bright, that fucking illegal parking bullshit. Hey, you're not gonna park there. that shit. But pretty much everything in that.
Canto Bites. Yeah. We should call it.
Canto Blow.
I think the cops are kind of cool. The speeder cops are cool. That ship is cool. But this whole thing about the wealthy playing, I didn't understand it. And
it was just a little heavy-handed.
Yeah, it was just
too obvious and yes, of course.
And then they free those animals.
Yes, we know war profiteering is bad. We get it. We all know this. It's the ongoing theme in Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like, we already knew this. Why?
But you know what had worst character? One you like, DJ. It was hard.
I know. What I think is he dropped the ball with the character. I think he could have been the potential to be a great character.
Yeah.
But he didn't get the chance.
Right.
However, there's another movie coming up. Nope. They're gonna need. They're down to nothing.
Right.
They're gonna need people.
I don't know. What was a shitty scene and a shitty monster? Was in the Force Awakens, that fucking monster they were trapped. They were delivering.
Oh, Han and Chewie were
so bad.
The tentacle monster.
Yeah, so bad. I was like, oh, ass. I said to myself, please let this be the only thing. And it was.
Yeah, that looked awful.
It was horrible.
It looked awful.
It looked awful. It was horrible. It was so corny and stupid.
I have the fixing the pod racer on my scene of worst scenes.
The whole pod racing thing.
Yeah, but fixing the pod racer with Jar Jar and
it's corny. It was a lot of slapstick.
It's working.
I know. I just can't. How do you like the prequels more than the sequels? How could we grew up watching the original trilogy. We want to see our old characters again.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like origin stories too, but it wasn't that executed that great about Anakin and that shit. They didn't knock me off my socks, man. The new stuff is more interesting. It's the advanced weapons. It's the future of fucking what we saw. I'm tired of going back. I'll go back for the Knights of the Old Republic, but enough of this fudging in these stories between A New Hope and all this fucking and the
Rogue One though was a story that was pretty cool. It shows how they got the plan.
No, so I don't have a problem with Rogue One.
It fits in there.
But I mean, I'll look forward to the Obi-Wan movie with Ian McGregor. If Ian McGregor wants to do the Obi-Wan movie, it's going to be good, and you know, it's going to be, you know.
I think they should wait for him to get older. Just a little older, maybe like another 10 years. And make a really badass Obi-Wan movie.
Wasn't he our age? Isn't he his late 40s?
I think he's a little older.
No.
He's gotta be. Ian McGregor.
Whatever, I'll be down for whatever they make. But I just don't see how you can I just don't see how you can like the prequels more than the sequels.
Would you like a McBurger from McGregor's?
Kylo Ren is such a great villain. You know?
He's nuanced, and I think he's doing a pretty good job playing the part.
No, he plays a great...
Even though, like, it was just like, I don't know, like, I felt like he just got, I don't know. It's the whole Last Jedi thing, you know what I mean? Like, what was getting set up in Force Awakens for Kylo was really, really interesting, and I think,
well, I don't mind conflict.
I think JJ's going to come back to the original concept he had for them, and it'll be better. He's a better director. He gets better performances out of actors, way better than Rian Johnson did.
Yeah.
Rian Johnson got the most wooden performances out of some of the characters.
Yeah.
Ray, like,
yeah.
I can't. It's like, you know, can't even really remember like her lines.
Yeah.
You know, in it.
Oh, she's great in The Force Awakens.
She did a good job, yeah. Because she was, you know.
You know what we're gonna see too?
Better direction.
We're gonna see the Knights of Ren.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucking badass. Yeah, so he's bringing back the stuff that he set up.
Rian Johnson said he didn't feel it needed to be said, and I read something and I made a screen capture of it. I'll send it to you later, but it made sense. But you know, we could go on and on about The Last Jedi. But what's the other list?
We're on worst scenes. I'm gonna fire through them, and you comment on them. The pod race announcers. I said that before.
Yeah.
But the pod race is pretty fucking cool. I love the sound design of the pod race.
Yeah.
I love the sound design of the pod race. And if you take out all the corniness and you take out all the fucking those stupid announcers, you know, it would be a much better scene.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about the Naboo stuff either in that movie. Anyway, go on.
Luke tossing the saber over his shoulder.
Yeah.
That's my least. My least favorite. That belongs at that's number one and my worst.
Yeah.
Jax's Diner.
Yeah. It's pretty ass.
The special edition Sice Noodle song. I mentioned that earlier.
Nice.
Yoda and Dooku saber battle.
Corny.
Yep. Anakin and Padme riding dinosaurs in the grassy fields.
Yeah.
Leia's Mary Poppins moment.
Oh yeah, of course.
And a special edition of Hayden Christensen as Ghost Anakin.
Yeah.
They should have left the original actor in it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, he's part of the lore too, so you gotta.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna be. Is there talk about he's gonna be in this one too? There's gonna be something about.
I don't know.
The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, who knows? Luke rising from the dead. That would throw me for a loop. I wasn't even thinking of that. What else you got?
Best dialogue. I know. It's like just, you know, throw a dart and pick a great line. There's so many cool ones.
Luke and Vader talk to each other in Bespin. That's a great scene.
I have Vader on my list as well, where he says to Krennic, "Be careful not to choke on your aspirations."
Oh yeah.
He's doing a little force choke. That's a very well delivered line. I have the Han and Leia, "I love you, I know."
Yeah, of course.
That's a great line. Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. That's Palpatine. Traveling through hyperspace ain't like dusting crops, farm boy.
Of course. all
classic fucking line.
All of Han
That is
Solo's
classic.
lines in Star Wars.
I know, that's a great one. Do or do not, there is no try.
Yeah.
Yoda.
Of course.
The Force runs strong in my family.
I've seen a lot of
have
weird
it.
stuff.
My father has it. My sister has it. I just assume kiss a Wookiee. I could arrange that. You could use a good kiss.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
And now, young Skywalker, you will die.
Yeah, it's all good.
The Emperor is not as forgiving as I am. That was a well-delivered line.
Many Bottons died to get us this information.
And I got Yoda as my favorite, and that is when he says to Luke, and that is why you fail.
That's why you fail.
Now, the best part, the more entertaining part, worst dialogue. There's so many bad ones. There's so many bad ones. Look at my list. It's full. It's full. I got so many bad ones.
Anything that Jar Jar says.
I got that on you. You thinking you some people gonna die?
Yeah. It ruined it. It made it silly. I told you, I fell asleep watching this movie. I was also tired, but
slapstick. It was Jar Jar is just weird. The sand line. It's irritating. It gets everywhere. I hate sand. I also have Anakin when he's finally defeated by Obi-Wan.
The sand line?
I hate you! Like a fucking little kid.
The sand line? What's the sand line?
When he talks about sand, he's flirting with Padme, and he's like, I don't like sand. It gets everywhere. It's irritating.
Who says that? Anakin?
Yeah, it's awful.
In Attack of the
awful.
Clones?
Yes, it's awful. I also have him with the I hate you.
Attack of the Clones is like a really bad movie, man. There's some elements in it I like, but
I got the midi-chlorians or microscopic life forms line. That's on there.
The midi-chlorians.
Yeah, the whole midi-chlorians thing. I was wondering, what are midi-chlorians?
It's ass. He didn't do his screen testing. He didn't do his focus groups for that fucking movie. He should have got everybody in our age group to watch these movies and go, nah, dude, get rid of this. This is
snip,
bad.
snip.
This is fucking horrible.
Where's the story going? Okay.
Yeah, please, where is it
going? A little more direction. I have Padme with the "You're studying to become a Jedi and I'm a senator." Bullshit. Part of the love story. Pretty much all of the lines, but that one especially is cringeworthy.
Yeah.
I have Yippee!
What scene is that? Is that
little Anakin?
Yeah.
Yippee! I also have Anakin again. Poor fucking Anakin, dude. I'm sorry, Jake. Jake Lloyd. If you somehow bump into this video, dude, I'm so sorry.
Doubt it.
Yeah. Are you an angel?
Are you an angel? I know. It's corny.
Yeah.
You didn't need to see him as a little boy. You needed to see him as like a teenager. Then you would have liked it more. You know.
Yeah.
You would have liked him more because then you could have been like, oh yeah. You know, if you saw him at like, 14, 15, becoming this boy who's gonna, you know what I mean?
Gonna grow up to become Hayden Christensen.
Yeah. So, I'm fine with that, but he was too young. He could have been like a teenager who had
This is how I would have told
like
the
had
story.
a hot rod, like in the pod racing.
Want me to rewrite the story?
Sure.
A lonely fucking street urchin fucking kid. Pretty strong in the Force.
Yeah.
Anakin. 14, 15 years old. Young, but fucking scrappy.
Yeah.
Conning his way, using the Force, even though he doesn't know his abilities, but
Yeah.
it's there, he's, his influence, whatever, and he gets taken under wing.
Right.
So, like, he was a bad boy, but now he's part of the Jedi, but there's always that little struggle of
Right.
his, the way he grew up. He's still feral.
Yeah.
So that makes it like the temptation to the dark side was a lot harder for someone like him to resist.
Right.
So now it makes more fucking sense.
Sure.
And you don't have yippee.
Yeah.
It's
corny, man. I agree. It's a lot of the prequels are corny.
Yeah, Jake, I hope you made a lot of money on it and saved a little bit, but it's not your fault, dude. And shit, if I was his age and said, "Hey, you want to be in a Star Wars movie?" I'd be like, "Of course."
Right.
You can't blame him for Lucas's weird handling of that film.
Yeah.
All those films. He handled that trilogy so.
A prequel.
He mismanaged it in every way.
It
and
reminded me
he
of
did the early ones they were so good.
Yeah. I can't get on. I can't get on the maker for it, man. He's the maker. Thank the maker.
Thank the maker.
But
yeah, that was a dumb idea that Anakin built 3PO. Really? What?
Yeah.
That's the origin story you're giving him?
Yeah. I think it's kind of weak. I think it's kind of weak. That's the downfall of it, man.
Yeah. Well, moving away from the prequels in my list of shittiest
lines,
shittiest dialogue, I have "Let's go, Chrome Dome."
When they're running away?
Finn against Phasma.
Oh, that was corny, yeah.
In The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And he says, "Let's go, Chrome Dome."
Yeah.
Back to Anakin. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. His delivery of that line is terrible.
Yeah.
And then my worst is, "We're going to win this war not by fighting what we hate, but by saving what we love." That's Rose.
Oh, ass.
That's a terrible line.
Oh,
they
it
gave
is
her an
ass.
awful line, and it's a shame because everybody hates her. But in real life, I think she's probably a quite pleasant person. It's not,
she's probably
it's not
a
her
sweetheart.
fault.
Yeah.
Her character wasn't written. She didn't write the character. But anyway, let's go on to something cool. Best weapons.
Han's blaster.
Yep, that's on my list.
And Luke at one point got one too. The original Stormtrooper gun.
Yep, I have the OG Trooper Blaster.
Yeah, that's fucking, and the long one too. The
Yeah.
long one's dope, and the short one. What else? Guns. The tripod gun with the Hoth snowtroopers used to set up to blow up the Falcon, but it gets destroyed before.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's a dope gun, man.
It's like
It's on the tripod.
Yeah. I forgot about those.
They needed the heavy guns to fucking blow up the ship.
Yeah, come and put the stand down and drop it on there. It's like very World War II.
Yeah, it was dope. All the gun turrets and satellite dish whatever's on the battlefield of Hoth. Those were dope. Because, you saw the soldiers fighting. Of course, the lightsaber.
I put specifically Luke's saber, Vader's saber,
Kylo's saber,
Sidious's dildo saber.
Yeah.
One shaped like Sidious. This is one shaped like a fucking cock.
Cock.
Darth Maul's saber.
Yeah.
I got Chewie's bowcaster.
Of course.
Classic. The Death Star itself, it is a weapon.
Yeah.
It's a badass weapon. Boba Fett's wrist rockets.
Yeah.
And the Falcon's turrets.
Yeah.
Sure. Sitting in that chair. I got one. Don't get cocky, kid.
Yeah. Well, then you could do like the AT-AT Walker and the Scout Walker, ATST.
Yeah. Well, that would probably be under vehicles.
Okay.
Which I didn't even make a list for that, but if we were making a list for vehicles,
well, we're
AT-AT's on that list, bro.
Of course.
AT-AT is on that list of vehicles, along with land speeders and stuff like that. I did not make a list of worst weapons. And the reason for that is because I like the designs across the board pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, some of them are a little whatever. Some of the prequel ones look a little. They got that fucking 90s look to it.
There's not too much you can hate.
It looks like it comes out of like Next Generation or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a different aesthetic in some areas, but not enough to pick on. You know, all the main characters had badass weapons in the prequel, so I'm not complaining about that. How about your best set designs? There's a lot of great set designs.
Hoth.
Yep, a Hoth base.
Everything on Hoth.
That's top on my list.
Everything on Hoth. Everything, even the Wampa scene when Luke gets put upside down. He gets put in the ice and he has to reach for the lightsaber using the Force.
Yeah.
That's what we see the first time of him using the Force in The Empire Strikes Back. So you're like, oh yeah, I love Star Wars. I remember this. He does it. Oh, Luke, concentrate harder, Luke, pay attention. Oh, and it finally comes in at the last minute because this creature's coming in and he cuts himself down. He cuts the arm off of the Wampa and escapes. But it's so classic Star Wars because he's like, shit, where's my gun? Oh, look, there's my lightsaber. It's in the fucking snow, but I can't get it. He's reaching for it, and then he goes, let me try again. And then he just fucking puts his eyes back, and all of a sudden, fucking thing jiggles. Zoop!
Yep.
It's fucking dope, man. Yeah. You see, Empire, it hits
Empire
every
was
beat.
Solid right from the beginning.
It hits every note.
From beginning to end.
Yeah, there's not a dull moment in the whole movie, man. It's a solid movie that never skips a beat. It's a great film, man. So when you have that,
Kirshner. That's Kirshner.
Kirshner, a genius, another Jedi Master.
Yeah. Well, you know, Kirshner's strength was characters.
Yeah.
And Empire
but,
really.
But you also, I like the use of how he set up the camera, though.
And introducing characters like they've been there the whole time.
But
like you introduce Lando, and it's like, yeah, he's part of the. He wasn't. You know what I mean? Like.
But also, you got to think of.
That's how you introduce characters.
Right, but you also got to think...
New films can learn from Kirshner. But character development.
But you have to see how they set up the shots, though. Who came up with setting the shots?
Oh, yeah, well, we are talking about set design.
Was it both of them that said, we're going to place the camera here, or did he leave it all up to the cinematographer? Or did he say to the cinematographer, I want the camera going like this, can you duplicate it like how I want this? Like, did he explain to how he wanted the shot? So, I didn't know the detail of how they came up with all the shots, but all the shots in Empire are great shots. So,
yes.
You know, it's a wonderful, like, plethora of great cinematography in the Star Wars world.
The locations are fantastic, so the set designs, they're tough. It's tough to pick set designs.
All of Empire,
really,
anything in Empire.
Every set investment
well, every
is great.
How about every scene in Empire? Just say that.
Yeah.
Every scene is great.
I have the throne room in the Death Star Jedi.
Of course.
I have Snoke's throne room.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Credit where credit's due. Snoke's throne room. Carbonite chamber.
I tell you, if they didn't have that Snoke's throne room scene, Jedi would have got really shit on.
Yeah.
That saved a lot of people. Said, oh, well, that scene's fucking dope. It's up there with duels. It's great.
I didn't really like the fight scene that much. No? You talk about the fight scene? I'm talking about the actual set.
Oh.
The actual, the room.
Yeah,
the set
that's
design.
true. Right. No, I was talking about the scene.
It lost me at the fight.
I liked
the fight. I didn't really wasn't a fan of the fight too much. Things about it they're pretty cool though. You know what I mean? Like he hands a lightsaber and go right through the fucking face.
Right.
That shit was badass. Also in Bespin, Boba Fett's landing pad, the Slave One, and they're putting Han's carbonite body in the ship.
How about when he's hanging?
He's taking off and they're shooting at him. That design, that area is really well done. They filmed it on a soundstage and then green screened.
Yeah.
Matte paintings. It's fucking beautiful.
He's worth a lot to me.
The room chamber where Vader tells Luke he's his father, and he plummets off after he loses his hand.
Yeah.
That chamber room on that catwalk.
Yeah.
That's a really good set design.
Yeah, all that's great.
The wide-angle shot in Rogue One at the beginning when they approach the Orso home, Krennic and the troopers are coming across that black gravel,
and then becomes
real
green
wide-angle
all of a sudden.
shot, and they come in. Yeah,
as he's farming.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And Luke in the original New Hope, looking out at the sunset, the two suns.
Yeah, of course.
That's classic.
Yeah.
Classic set design right there.
How about all the Cantina shit is classic?
Is Cantina on this list?
All that.
I thought I put the Cantina. The Cantina's on one of my lists. Yeah. I think we passed it up and I must have missed it.
Every scene. How about the detention center scene? Everything's fine. We're fine. How are you?
It's a cool scene, but the set. I'm talking about the set.
Well, the set is dope. They go, what do you want? Where are you taking this thing? It's fucking great. All that's dope. And then they get pinned down and they have to blast a hole into the, How about the garbage scene when they're in the fucking Luke gets pulled under, they're looking for him.
The garbage chute.
Don't shoot the door. Don't.
Shut down all the matches on the detention levels.
The laser bolt bounces, ricochets, and almost fucking. You stop, get us all killed. Sorry, Your Highness. You worship this.
Your worshipfulness.
Your worshipfulness. He had all the great lines. It's you don't question any of it. That's why we love it. And there's going to be good and bad stuff, but we just hope there's more good than bad. So there's not too much shit. They know what shit is. We know what the shit is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but these younger actors, new heroes that they're bringing in, these actors, none of them are of the caliber of Harrison Ford. You know what I mean? In his prime.
Right.
Harrison Ford's, or Carrie Fisher.
Well, who knew that?
I don't think they're terrible. I think they're good.
Yeah. No, they
I like Isaacs as a good actor. And
yeah.
Finn's all right. Great story arc in the first movie, and then.
Yeah.
Rian Johnson decides to repeat the same story arc again. So his story arc is the same in both movies. Like, no, he went from here to here, and now he's going to go from here to here. You know what I mean? Like,
I think he
should progress. Yeah. It's like he went back to the same thing with him.
He should have had somebody read his script and say, "What should I change some stuff in this?"
Rose and Ray.
That's why I don't believe in the director writing the script. I don't even give a shit if it was Tarantino. I'd be like, no.
Tarantino writes some good movies. Come on.
No, he does.
Tarantino writes some good movies.
But I wouldn't want to see him either directed or
it needs to be co-written.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Get another screenwriter on it.
Well, you should have had Disney needed to have someone be in charge. Okay, we're gonna have 3 different directors. But that person is in charge of the story arc and where it goes. Right. And they could co-write.
Right.
Like Lucas did.
Right.
Yeah.
Should have been like...
Lucas had the story arc. He knew where everything was going. He had his foot on the ground. No one was budging him. But then he brought in Kirshner.
I liked the movie Rian Johnson did, Looper. I thought that was a good sci-fi movie. And it was dark. And I liked it. And it was shot well. It was shot nice. I liked the scenes in it. It was cool. Ugh. And I was like, oh, he's doing The Last Jedi? The Last Jedi's got to be good. So.
I don't know, though. That's your resume? Not enough to get you a Star Wars film if I'm in charge.
I don't know. I don't know who runs the ship over there and gave him the green light, but... All right, what else you got on the list?
Worst set designs. So the worst ones. This is my last list. The worst ones. Mine have already been repeated in other ways in the other lists. I have the prequels, Naboo Grassfields. That's the laziest fucking shit. It looks like a Windows Windows fucking XP fucking wallpaper.
Nice.
It's the Windows XP wallpaper with adding. That's what they should have. You know, it's maybe someone's already done it, but the Windows XP lawn. You know, it's like that green hill lawn.
Yeah.
Somebody should fucking just do like that, but with like the two of them riding that stupid fucking dinosaur.
Yeah.
In the grass. Oh my god.
Yeah. has a little like wagon.
Yeah, that's awful. That is so bad. That's the laziest fucking like. All right, so here's a set. They're not gonna build anything, do anything crazy. No, they're gonna fucking green screen.
That whole battle
and fucking,
droid.
it's gonna be on a fucking grassy field.
What is it? The Gungan?
So lazy.
The Gungan, right? The Gungan when they fight the battle droids, it's so corny. It's all corny.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff in there.
Yeah. That's why.
Well, for me, it's the prequels just in general.
Yeah.
It's boring green screen. Like, there's like the hallways, for example.
Yeah.
There's so many shots of just people slowly walking down a hallway, giving exposition.
Right.
Like, show us. Don't fucking tell us. Like, do I really need to see this boring CGI background behind you?
Right.
Over and over and over and over and over again. Canto Bite. There's too much stuff in there to single anything out.
Yeah.
If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Canto Bite is piss.
Look what I wrote. Look what I wrote. Canto Bite. Piss.
You put ass. It's for
No,
you.
I
It's
said
ass.
puss. Piss.
Oh, is that you piss?
Piss.
We both said it.
We both said piss.
It is piss.
I mean, I like the cops in
the
it.
fucking laziness of. Yes, it looks just like Hoth, but it's not Hoth. You gotta reach down and touch it. Salt. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking lazy.
What the
salt? All he does is say salt.
What?
Yeah, at the end.
Crete.
Yeah, and it looks like Hoth. And it's gonna be a snow battle, but he reaches down and tastes it. Salt. So stupid. The droid factory in the prequels with 3PO and R2 go in the droid factory, and it really, I mean, I don't know, it looks like a Nickelodeon cartoon. It's so fucking terrible. The Chrome Dome, where he says Chrome Dome, that hangar fight, it's just everything, it's obvious like green screen on that shit. Most of Solo, because of the terrible lighting. A lot of good scenes were ruined. And a lot of good sets were ruined because of the terrible lighting. What's next? I got Rey's vision, the infinity mirror thing. I thought that was lazy. It wasn't so great.
Right.
And the CGI opening sequence in Revenge of the Sith. And it's like no filming, like no camera required because we're doing it all on a computer. Did the whole fucking thing on a computer. We don't need cameras for this.
I always think,
we're only making a movie. Don't use cameras.
I always said I think the prequels, because the prequels look like Disney did them. It's Lucas. Lucas went crazy with the CGI. Homeboy went nuts, man. Like, dude.
We're gonna try something new. We're gonna have them all stand in front of a green screen, and we're gonna put a lot of cool stuff in there.
Right. Yeah, he did a.
Listen, for the time, what he did, they did again. They created a lot of methods.
Right.
So that's one good thing about the prequels. Like the original films, they developed a lot of excellent techniques for practical effects that hadn't been done before, and they invented them.
Right.
And moving on into the digital age, they invented most of the techniques that are being used still to this day. Of course, at a much more evolved level,
right.
But things that he's responsible for having been created. So, props for that.
Yeah, I'm not going to ever.
You wouldn't have the Avengers movies and all the shit that you're watching now if it wasn't for the techniques that were developed and created out of necessity because of the prequel.
Oh yeah, definitely, no doubt.
You know, some of it good, some of it bad. You know, even today,
Right.
some of it good. You know, I think the good to bad scale is tipped
Yeah.
in the bad's favor, though. That's the problem. You know, use it, don't abuse it. You know, practical effects, highlights, and certain things that you're just, you know, you need to CGI because you just can't. It's just completely impractical.
Starfield,
practical effects.
Starfield's legions of troops.
Yeah, you can keep a lot of actors safer
battles.
because of stunts can be done.
Space battles are great.
CGI stuff.
All the space battles in The Force Awakens is fucking dope. It's fucking great. And Rogue One, they have some great battle scenes. The one at the end, I'm trying to get through to the surface.
The only thing I really that's memorable to me.
I love the Hammerhead scene with the ship ramming. They ram it. They ram the ship.
Oh yeah, that's right. See,
that's a fucking
all this
dope
stuff.
scene.
But there's a lot of stuff that I just don't remember.
Yeah, you gotta watch it a
My most
lot.
memorable, really the only memorable battle.
You know who I don't like in Rogue One? I don't like the
Kylo flying up
Captain
and
what's his
fucking
name?
hesitating on the missiles. The
Yeah.
other one shoots it, and I thought that was well directed, like the way the ship came.
Yeah.
The angles were all in the right place, and he got that right. He did that scene pretty good.
Yeah.
Just the fact that immediately after that scene, we have the worst scene, which is it cuts right into Leia and Akbar. You know, nobody even fucking mentioning it. Fucking Akbar, dude. Just killed Akbar like that. That's cold, Ryan.
Yeah.
That's cold. That's fucking cold, Ryan.
Cold, my brother.
So, you
ain't
know,
my brother's keeper.
Leia's fucking...
You ain't my brother's keeper. Floating.
Mary Poppins.
Poppins.
Bullshit.
I know. I was watching that and I cringed. I said, no, they didn't just do that. They didn't just do that, did they? No, they didn't just do that. Oh my God, oh, please let this only be the only fuck up.
Dude, we were like... I was at a loss for words.
Yeah, of course.
I was trying to wrap my head around, am I really seeing this? I'm gonna wake up and be like, whoa, I just dreamt about a terrible fucking movie.
Ooh, it was rough. Rough.
It was a Star Wars movie. Those are supposed to be amazing.
They're supposed to be epic.
Star Wars movies
They're supposed to be epic.
Yeah. Even the bad ones, you know, I'll find positive stuff to say.
This is supposed to be epic, my friend. Epic.
This is happening?
Epic. Yep.
Now, I can understand the prequels. It's George Lucas. Everyone in the room is afraid to speak up and say, "No, this Jar Jar thing's not such a great idea."
Yeah.
No one had the balls to say it because it didn't matter. It's George.
Yeah,
George is doing what the fuck he wants to do, and you want to get paid, you do what he says.
Right.
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 But I'm sure he's pleasant to work for. But I didn't mean it that way. I meant like it's his vision. That's it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know I get that. But Rian Johnson isn't fucking George Lucas. Rian Johnson is just directing one of the films that they're just throwing at him.
Right.
So couldn't anyone have been like, especially in the editing room or when they were doing the CGI effects to add to that, like, can we not put this in the film? Like, this is not a good idea.
Right.
Not one person spoke up.
Well, he's writing another trilogy too. They gave him the green light to write.
I thought they were going to pull that from him.
So
no, they better pull that out from him. Why?
I don't know. I mean,
are they that much in denial? Are they really that much in denial?
I need to look that up. I don't know what's going on with that.
It's like
they could
so
get
afraid to admit they made a mistake.
They can get
that they're doubling down.
They could fire him or get out of the contract somehow by giving more money.
Just saying, we're deciding that it's not, you know, part of our projections of what's right, and it's not going to meet the trends, and we're just not ready for these films. Films get canceled all the fucking time.
I know.
By much better writers and way better directors.
Yeah.
So, fuck you, you know? Ridley Scott's had, you know, movies he started fucking doing treatments for where they didn't go through. Yeah. So, you know, all directors go through that. So, Ryan, I'm sorry, dude. You ain't nothing.
Oh, shit. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing.
Yeah.
The Marines,
You're not
the Marines has spoken.
Yeah, you're no fucking Kubrick.
Whoa.
So
oh, shit. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Oh, no, he didn't.
So you get to have some projects canceled, too. You'll make money. There's a few people.
I'm curious about that. I need to look that up.
You're worth it. But you know what? Fine. Let him make some other movies. Whatever. You make movies. Whatever movies you want. You know? But, you know, no plan.
Yeah. I still like it above a lot of the other movies because it's old Luke. And I love that scene, though, in The Last Jedi. They look down in the water and they see the submerged X-Wing of Luke.
Oh, yeah, it's a cool shot.
It's a dope shot.
Yeah, it's a cool shot.
And you're like, oh, man, he can't...
Well, here's the thing. He
know?
broke another fucking rule. It's, like, ridiculous. You know? Subverting your expectations. So you set it up, you show us the fucking X-Wing under the water. So now, like in Empire, you know, it's going to get raised and he's going to show up to save the day at the last minute. He's going to have a change of heart. You know? Time to think. And he shows up and does what he does. You know? Kept the ending the same way it was, same battle and all that shit like that, but only instead of being a forced projection, he got there on the X-Wing.
I didn't care if that happened or
He's
not.
there in flesh and blood. Maybe there's a little bit of a different outcome.
I didn't have a problem with him force projecting. I was sad to see his character die off so fast.
Yeah, but they set us up with the fucking X-Wing.
Yeah.
If you show a gun in the first act, someone's got to use it by act 2. Right? That's the rule.
I think
so they showed the X-Wing.
I think they were just showing.
You know what we're all expecting? X-Wing's been underwater before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't looking at.
Fucking kidding me?
I wasn't looking at it from that perspective.
It's like you set it up on purpose just to not pay it off.
I just looked like he got.
He's a fucking troll.
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson is a fucking troll.
I get it. I'm saying though. He did it because he sank it deliberately because he wasn't leaving. He was going to die on the island.
Right.
And I got that. And I liked that. And I didn't need to know if he was going to hop in that later, to rendezvous later.
But that's why they showed that, to set it up.
They could have.
That's what you do.
No.
You set it up, and later you pay it off.
It could have been set up because it was just an ending scene to see.
It needed to be paid off with him showing up in that fucking... You don't even have to see him showing up in it, but we just know that's how he got there, because they set up the fucking the X-Wing. We didn't have to see him lift it. We didn't have to see him flying in it. We didn't see him show off and taking off in it.
I didn't know if he was.
We just know that's how he got there.
I didn't know if he was going to deliver it or not. I think it was just a shot that was just placed there to show that he wasn't leaving. He destroyed his ship.
Right.
It
could have been that as well.
You sail.
It could have been him not showing up.
You sail to the new world and you set your ships on fire so nobody can leave.
Don't burn your boats, man.
Well, that's what he did. That's how I looked at it. That's how it was.
Never burn your boats.
I love the scene when Luke is looking up and the Falcon's taking off, and I was like, why isn't Luke on that fucking ship? What is going on? Why did Luke not go with Rey and Chewie back on the Falcon? I was fucking mesmerized.
No, what they could have done is you could have seen it taken off, and then the camera pans down, and it's actually Rey. Luke fucking leaves her there and just takes off. Luke leaves her there and takes off with the Falcon. Retarded. Then later on, he comes back, and he's like, throws her the keys, and he's like, sorry, I just had to go out for some space hose. It's been a while since I had a working ride here. I filled it up on the way back. I filled the tank on the way back. You had to get some space hose. Some space hose. The space hose will be with you.
That
always.
being said.
What do you got on here? What did we miss? You got a lot of shit on here, man.
I didn't have that much shit. We went over that already. We went over that list. We did our homework this time.
Best, worst.
Yippee! Those are the...
Kids will bite ass.
It's piss, not ass.
Piss.
I wrote DJ piss as well, too.
Yeah, they dropped the ball with him.
That's the two things that dropped.
But that could have been... Dude, if I'm writing that character, man, it could have been such a good... such a cool fucking character, man. And I would have kept him in, like, you know what I mean? He's in the cast.
Yeah.
Like, we know we're going to see him in the next movie, you know? There's nothing wrong with having, you know, your douchebag with the heart of gold.
Douche.
You know, look at Lando and fucking Han. They started off as fucking...
Scumbags.
You know, con men and smugglers.
Scoundrels.
Nerf herders.
Fucking...
Scruffy-looking nerf herders.
Fucking card players. Sabuko.
Shysters.
Full Sabuko.
Shysters.
I got full Sabuko.
Sudoku?
Fabuka. What is it?
Sabulba?
It's Sabuka? Is that the game?
Sambuca?
That fucking game they play, card game. We should learn how to play that game.
Oh, there's a game you could play in Knights of the Old Republic, Pazak.
Cool.
It's a card game that you could play, Pazak. But that's not the game I think that they play in. They're basically playing poker.
Yeah. They. Yeah, I really truly think the Knights of the. I think they're making a series. They're not making one movie, are they? I think
a serialized story like TV. That
I don't
would be
know.
Awesome.
Yeah, like Netflix. You know, like
oh my
like
god,
Game
Knights of the
Thrones.
Old Republic TV series would be great because you could tell so much story.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if it was. I never heard about film. I heard they were going to do like a series.
Just parody even.
So. It might.
Yeah, the Avengers parody is just
awful.
Yeah, China doll painted green.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah.
She is a man, dude.
It was
a man.
It was tough to watch.
Wasn't she trans?
I had to see it though. It was like
was she a woman? She was a woman, right?
Like
but she
looked
looked
a train wreck.
She was a woman, but she looked like trans, baby. It was like ugh.
She was built like a
You're
brick.
stroking your dick to that.
No thanks.
No thanks.
Can't do it.
No.
I had to see it.
I'd rather be lipstick.
I had to see what that shit was all about.
No thanks.
Train wreck.
No way.
Yeah, it was awful.
No way.
Yeah, nightmares.
Nightmares beyond nightmares.
Like truck full of burning puppies.
Right.
Awful. You know.
Totally. Well, that was a pretty good list there, Rob.
As I
think this was a good show. I think we did our homework this time.
Ryan Johnson has incriminating photos of Disney execs. That would answer a few questions if it were true. Yeah, so I like the little May the 4th be with you little sign on this angle here.
How'd you get that to get up there?
Use the weird physics of the game. See that underneath? There's one sticking off the side.
Right.
Then that's sticking off that because it thinks it's a block.
Right.
So now it's just hovering there.
Yeah, that's dope. That's bad. I'm impressed. See? You just whipped this up. You know, I don't even think the fucking gamers thought about doing this, did they?
Well, I mean, they gave you the tools to do it, so...
Yeah, I guess you're really, expanding on it. Oh, it's dope. Yeah, this was a good show. I liked it. It's good. You gotta get that Star Wars.
You always like when we talk about Star Wars. That's your thing, man.
Well, we
nothing wrong with having a boner for Star Wars, man. It's been with us our whole lives. Since we were fucking...
I know, but I thought it would be...
Small children.
It would be great just to do, like, a May 4th one, Get that under the belt.
Yep. Well, this one was for Peter. Peter May, 74 years old. Yeah, sad.
Poor Pete.
We'll miss Chewie. We'll still have this new actor playing.
Yeah, he's
we'll
good
have
though.
The character of Chewie.
Yeah, he's good. This guy.
But it really is a shame that he didn't get to see the final movie to see how the story ended.
Yeah.
Being part of it for all these decades, and
Now you get me all sad.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see it.
That's sad, man. Get me all sad, choked up. Yeah, He had a good life, He lived off that.
Yeah, well, he had difficulties his whole life anyway, because he had difficulties because of how just how
Yeah,
big he was.
tall people like that, have a lot of health issues.
Yeah. It's a lot of strain.
Yeah.
On the body, on the joints, on
The heart's got to pump all that fucking blood up and down your body. It's a lot, man. Yeah. All right. Rest in peace, my brother.
Yeah.
There was this drawing I saw of Leia putting a medal over Chewie's over his head, like about to put it over his head on his neck.
Yeah.
And they're in heaven.
That's cool.
I was like, oh,
that's cute.
It's shared. Well, that being said.
Yeah. Yeah, we fucking downer, but yeah, we have to mention Peter again, I suppose.
Of course. Hey, he's going to be mentioned at the end of the Star Wars movie. He's going to say for Peter.
Yeah, they'll definitely have a thing in the credits. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, I think right after it ends, we'll say it for him.
Yeah, like they did for Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. They'll do the same. All right, so yeah, I guess so. That being said, we don't even know what our next show is going to be, do we?
Yeah, no.
Or what it's going to be about.
We'll let you know.
But you all find out when we do.
All 5 of you will find out soon.
Shit.
If we have 5 viewers.
Yep. All right, that's it. Time to cue it up. We'll see you next time, boys and girls. Thank you.
Peace. Be good. See you later.
Tits.
Be sure to watch our tits episodes.
Be sure to wash your tits.
May the tits be with you.
And wash your tits.
Always.
Watch your tits and wash your tits.
And wash your tits. Watch and wash. Wax on, wax off.
Rinse, repeat.
And may the tits be with you.
Always. Yes, Angelino. Lexi Bella's Batgirl was the best. Good night.